Right, my face in here. That's not good. Hold on, hold on. What's going on here then? There we are. Hello everyone. I was a bit of a jump scare there. Let me small myself, just so it's not too, bit too much going on. Right, everything should be up and live, which I believe it is. If it isn't, then we're fucked. But I'm pretty sure it's okay. We're gonna see on the let me get a live stream on my phone as well. Kind of, you know the deal. If you hear this early, we still haven't set up the stream, so we need to do that. Let me just check everything's actually up. I'm pretty sure it's okay. Yes, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, right. I need to do the usual thing, but first, if you want to take a look at my board while I currently send myself things, because I should have done things ages ago, then feel free. I have that whole section of page. Take a look at some of the people while I send myself the thumbnails. Now this is obviously going to be left on the channel, so if people want to skip this bit, I think that's probably wise. This is just so I can build up some of the stuff. Let me send myself the thumbnail. I've got my notepad, I've got my books, I've got everything that I could possibly need. I'm going to be running through a lot of my scouting process today, which I think could be interesting. Also, my back's in agony. And I blamed my chair for that. So I've got a different chair. I've stacked it full of pillows. Because my job is so hard that I've stacked it full of pillows. I've got my paper so I can write down everything that I'm seeing. I wish I had like a second view. That would be so sick. That's something I definitely would invest in down the line when it comes to that kind of stuff. But we are still setting up now. Let's get it on the Discord first and foremost. Need to get it on the Discord. That's the main thing. If you're here already, I cannot currently see chat, but I will be able to in a minute. Let me share it out. Alright, Discord gets first if you want to join the Discord, and if you're here already or watching this back live, the Discord link is in the description. There we are live, people. We're going to send it into Twitter next. Here we are. We have a little bit of clerical work to do before we actually start with looking at some of the players on tape. As you can see, I do have about 20 guys. I just need to verify how many games they played, and then after we've done that, we'll then look into the main thing. Let me just firstly put up all the stuff they're actually doing. If you are in the chat already, I will take a look very briefly in a second. Let's see, make sure everything's okay. I'm sure you understand. If you're a long-time follower of this channel, you know how bad I am when it comes to this kind of stuff. And being prepared, so this should not be new to you. And if you're rewatching it again, feel free to skip into the actual bit. We will be watching actual tape today. I got league permission, which is awesome, because I was worried about that. I didn't know if I'd actually get league permission to show the games, but we do. So here we are. Right, it's on Twitter, Reddit. That's why I need to put it on. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Yeah, they're scouting for Rookie of the Year. That's what we're doing today. It's Rookie of the Year. I will do the other awards. That is something I'm going to do. And this will not be done in one sitting. There is, as you can see, about 104 people who are eligible for Rookie of the Year. And again, I'm kind of going through, seeing who's more applicable. Hey, what's up, Khaled? Leagues merch. Yeah, what's up, Khaled? Nice to see you, brother. Nice to see you. You're not robbed. You're old, bro. That's all it is. But there are a few of these guys that I think are seriously, like, even ones that haven't necessarily played a bunch are going to be like so good in the next couple of seasons. But I see them basically make sure that they played at least. What I've done, I've said 6 games. So he's played 9 games. So I've got his link. I'm going to put Spain. I'm going to put this green thing next to him. And then when we actually get the shortlist of the shortlist, will be when we actually, start watching the tape of the guys that are winning. If we look at stats now, like a DB, and they've got 1 tackle in 7 games, we probably won't look at them that much, if at all. I'll obviously look at the game log and see what minutes they really did play. Let me just make, yeah, you can see that. That's okay. Just make myself a tiny little bit smaller. So, for example, 1 carry in 10. I know he's only just started, but he wouldn't be. He's also an E. So, Rookie of the Year is difficult because there's a lot of players that like just about miss out on it, including, as of now, Noah Torre, who is like the big one that people keep talking about. Even the league has said about him being like a rookie phenom. He's not eligible for Rookie of the Year. He's too old. Same with people like Talitza, who's an absolute weapon, isn't eligible. So like Fabian Schmidt, he's not eligible. So he's got to clean this up, and then we have our list. If you ever want to look at, this is basically the starting process of my scouting. It's just making sure everyone is actually like playing. Stat collection is the first thing I do when it comes to scout. He's played 7 games. I'm not going to look at the stats too much because that doesn't really matter that much at the moment. What matters is obviously the fact that you are playing 7 games or 6 games, because we're like we're halfway through. That seems like the most reasonable. Yeah, your brother. Yeah, like I have the dates of birth of all these guys because it was a league like list that the league has made. But yeah, man, you have to be a certain age by a certain day is the official rule, which is tough. There's a lot of really good players that are missing out. I think it should be under 20. I think it should be under 23. I keep doing that. I'm not very good at Excel spreadsheets. I think it should be under 23, personally. But of course, if they, there's a lot of asterisks on this kind of stuff. People are never going to be fully happy, even if it was reasonable. And I'm going to be live for a couple hours. So, like I said, though, we might not get through all of them. But that is the wonder of multiple streams. Because I can literally just finish this off. Right, Milan's, but I already know he's like eligible for this. I am doing pretty good on my Spiller research. What age was the cut-off this season? I think it was, you had to be, I think you're not on it because you're not signed. I think that's what the current thing is. Because you're not signed with a team as of now, I think you're not eligible. I don't know. But also, like, I ain't gonna lie, brother. Are you are you going for it, Kevin Stanzi? No, I'm getting the wrong player. Who am I thinking of, Stanzi? I was gonna say I thought he could be a guy that we'd love to look at, but oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. No worries, man. Appreciate it. Good to see you as always. We're going to be looking at quite a lot of players. There's not a ton, as we can see. There's mostly red. But there are some very interesting prospects. Quite a few offensive linemen, which could be interesting. It could be interesting. Because like, there's a lot of Swiss and Austrian and German talent that's like eligible for this. Like, for example, there we go, 6 games. I can already see he hasn't really caught any balls, but we'll get into that when we make the shortlist, which is basically going to be getting this shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. And you can also see my other boards on the back. Hello, 4th down Fiasco. You did have to cover some tough guys. I'm not doubting that, bro. But like, we'll have a little look at the defensive players. The defensive players for this year is actually a lot shallower than previous years. Like, who do we have? We had, who was last year's Defensive Rookie of the Year? Because we had a Tia once. And then I can't actually remember who else was one Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't know why I'm blanking. There's quite a lot of offensive talent, but there never really seems to be much defensive. Like Tim Tonko, for example, I know he's not eligible because I'm put my 6-game thing in it, but like I know that that's one of the highest numbers I have any of these players eligible on the on this list, because he was a beast. I'm actually so not surprised they won a championship, or they came second in the championship. Oh shit, move them down. Again, I'm not proficient at all with Photoshop. This is just my process. Doesn't make it the perfect process. I want people to get it twisted. Oh shit, that's fucking awesome. I mean, some of these guys will make you feel old. Like some of the guys we are scouting are born in like 2006, 2007. So that's pretty fucking insane. Like, there's a ton of young guns in this one. Yeah, you can be, yeah. You can be my co-analyst. You can give me what you think. Because I will, hopefully, it doesn't like break my computer. Currently, the CPU is low. Because it's just me, I'm a little box, nothing to worry about. And it's also obviously 1 or 2 tabs. So it should be fine. Should be in like the main thing. It's only 30 FPS, so it shouldn't be like a crazy amount for my laptop to deal with. But once we finish these guys, I'll show off the greens. There's quite a lot of, like I said, quite a lot of offensive linemen. And some, like, defensive linemen. I think, honestly, and then offensive rookie or, like, main rookie of the year, I think is kind of decided of Milan Spiller. I think he'd be kind of insane to suggest something else at this point, given he's, 4th in the league for total yards, and he's rookie. That's pretty fucking crazy. I did do most of this off screen, but not all of it. So you're getting the full scouting experience today of what I spend most of my days doing. Most of it, honestly, most of it's data collection. And like me doing that a ton of times. I need to get what I need to do. I need to get second. Oh, Tori ain't eligible, bro. Tori ain't eligible. Tori's too old. Tulitz is too old as well. And there's a ton of players that a lot of people think are eligible for Rookie of the Year but aren't. Which is kind of mad. It's not great. But it is what it is. We're nearly done with this one now. It just takes a while. Scouting's a long process. And so I've spoken to someone before, and they were saying about like the data collection side of it. They're like, oh, I was talking to them and like not negotiating, but kind of making a case of like, you should sign a scout, even if it isn't me for this team. You should probably sign a scout to help you out with like recruitment. And they're like, oh, you know, we'll just get AI to do it. I was like, huh? What? I was appalled. I was like, you can't fucking AI scout work. AI can help with the data collection, but you can't do that. Make it do the fucking scout work. That's obscene. Brian's not eligible. Well, Brian is eligible, sorry, but like isn't going to get it on my one, but like, oh my god, he's so good. He's going to be amazing. He's D1 athlete. You got the yards, but like 50% of them from 2 games. Wait, are you even eligible in my rules? Khaled Adisa, are you eligible in my rules? What was that picture? I mean, you are actually technically in my one. To be fair, I'm kind of surprised you're not. I'm kind of surprised you're not on this list. I ain't gonna lie. But you know what's mad as well? This is gonna sound crazy. So I'm only 1 game into my Spiller tape so far. Not done a whole lot. I might even do some of that on stream now that I know I can use full games. He doesn't pop off the eye test either, which kind of shows you sometimes how good the eye test can be and sometimes how bad the eye test can be. Because Milan Spiller's 4th in yards, like in the league. But if you're watching just the games, he doesn't pop out. I think it's because he isn't as physically big as some of the other receivers in this league. I think that's probably the big thing. Alright, last dude, 10 games played. Bingo. Oh shit, fucking hell, I fucked up the last one, man, Jesus. Right, there we go. So let's filter out all the reads. This one first. Okay, so here we have 43 currently eligible. Yeah, that's not great. 43 currently eligible Rookie of the Year, offensive and defensive. So here's the ones we're gonna mostly look through, and we'll just whittle it down. Should I delete the? I don't think I should delete. Let me make like a new tab. Let me move my apple juice over a little bit. It's out of round 1. That's Rookie of the Year round 1. Now we'll make a news tab for Rookie of the Year round 2. Of course, like fourth down, you guys are gonna be well confused with just how weird Rookie of the Year is. Because obviously you're coming from NFL backgrounds and college football backgrounds, but of course it's kind of harder to do that with this kind of stuff. Why has it done it like that? I need it to be like exactly how I need it. Which one is it? I always forget how like to actually do this. Is it that one? No. Welcome to my world. I do not know how to use Photoshop. There we go. We got there eventually. Honestly, I'm thinking about 2 hours, maybe more, maybe less, depends on my back. But you know, he's very shifty. He's fast. Like he is quick off the line. He has a good release. So far, I've got his route tree. I won't show you the route tree yet because it won't show up on the screen. But his route tree is fucking insane. But I kind of worried that he might be a jack of all trades, master of none with his route tree, because he has like a mad amount of routes that he runs. So I have 6 receiver positions on my board of wide left receiver, slot left receiver, slot left second receiver, slot right second receiver, slot right receiver, wide right receiver, right? So it's 6 positions, just encapsulate his trips, basically. And he's played all 6 of those in just the first game that I've watched. It's kind of mad. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a confusing take, but I mean, have I put, Matt, can you replace Switzerland with Switzerland? Or have I misspelled it? I don't think I've misspelled it. No, that's fine. Wait. I swear that's how you spell Switzerland. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, shit. Let me change that up. I'll just put Swiss, not Swizz. Just to save my... is he the only one? Is he the only Swiss? No, he can't be. Alright, he's the only eligible Swiss player as it is, so we all good. So round 2. Now we need to whittle this down. We got the links. We'll whittle down to like players who have legit played. Like if they've a receiver with one, like for example, we'll use this one as an example. So 11 Adrom, 16 attempts. You know, are these Rookie of the Year numbers? Probably not. You know, I feel like with offensive line we'll give a little bit more of a doubt thing, but with quarterback, you know, you can kind of get the thing. You kind of get the idea. So I think we just remove them like that. Just go. Right. Next one. I'm just like copy all of these links out. Should I have done it maybe a little bit more efficiently? Perhaps. There we are. Receiver, 9 games played, 2 receptions for 16 yards. Like, they ain't Rookie of the Year numbers. From a skill position. We're mainly looking at defense, because let's be honest, it's probably going to be Balan who gets the shout. It's most likely going to be Balan Spiller. But you never know. We could find an offensive lineman that's like done really well. Burgess is on this list. Right, Mateo, cornerback. The cornerback's kind of hard too, to be fair, but 5 tackles in 6 games. He's probably more likely a special teams guy. I might just keep him on there for now. All the offensive linemen I'm going to keep for a minute. Lewis Burgess, though. I've not met Lewis Burgess, but like I have. I've been like next to him, but it was during the Bucks final, so I didn't have an opportunity to speak to him. But he's done really well this year. Let's look at Enrico. We're gonna leave all the offensive linemen because it's kind of hard to. Actually, this dude, I am excited. Should I watch him now? We do need defense. We'll keep going, but he is someone I'm really interested to look at because 9 games played for the Galaxy, good amount of tackles, tackle for loss, a breakup, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. It's a very interesting numbers for a rookie. So this is what I'm looking for. Kind of guys like this, 21 years old, German, has played through a good amount of weeks, has performed high. These are the kind of guys we're looking for. These are kind of gems, low key. I'm just saying. So I think Enrico, I might put a little gold. I might put a little bit of gold next to him, you know. Just someone I'm interested in. Lewis Burgess, also someone I'm very interested in. Because I know that he's played a lot. Probably the people I'll be spending a significant amount of tape on. Alright, so like free safety, 10 games played, 0 stats. We can probably get rid of Peter. Sorry, Peter, bro. All these guys will remain on my boards naturally over the course of like this. You know, I've got a lot of players on my boards, and I never remove players off boards, even if they're like technically retired. I don't remove my board. Alright, there again, tight end. 1 catch in 9 games. Probably get rid of Ignacio. Just wheel it down. And then we'll actually get into the tape when we have like a few we're interested in. And that'll be when we start the tape watch. This is a full fucking scout session, bro. This is a full thing. Like this dude also played 8 games for the Bravos. He's a defensive lineman. So I won't take them too much because stats are a little bit different. Alright, you can... Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Stats can absolutely be misleading. You are right. You are definitely right. I think with people like skill position, like tight end, I'll probably look into the stats and like quarterback and stuff like that. Like, you know, most of these guys. But you are right, I probably should look at cornerback. We'll see around where they played. Emil Fox, also a rookie, and actually has a pretty decent amount of chance. You know, I kind of just want to watch Enrico now. I might just watch Enrico. Right, let's see what games he's been in. Let me move my mic slightly forward too. I don't want to like hit my microphone too much. Here we go. Alright. So we need the European League of Football. But he is definitely a person of interest. So let's add that. So he's Frankfurt Galaxy. I'm just going to fill out his board, basically. Get rid of these. So he wears 25, great number. If I do say so myself. He's currently a cornerback. Actually, you know what? I'll use my own system, but CB. Because in my system I don't put... oh, that's age anyway, the fuck. Don't have his height and weight, unfortunately. Let's have a look at his games. I want to look at I like looking at matchups. So that's another thing that I do when I'm looking at certain players is matchups. Who are they going to have played in this game? Like this one against Warsaw. Week 4, Matt Cole wasn't there. It would have been when they were running heavy runs. So I might not watch it. Hamburg. I might kind of want to watch that one. Week 10 versus Hamburg. Just going to my Game Pass. This feels weird to do on stream, man. I feel like I'm breaking the law. I know that I'm not. Like, I feel like I am. We'll put the desktop audio on a little bit too. Right, we want Hamburg. Because I think sometimes if you search up Galaxy, it doesn't come up with anything. Also, you can get your Game Pass at your left. I kind of have to do that, I feel. Like I'm using all the content. I feel like I probably should say about it. Ignore it. I've watched this game before. Alright. Skip ahead. So we know he's on defense. We know he wears number 25. So let's write that down. This is what we got to do. We write down these numbers so we don't have to keep going back and forth. So number 25. Corner. Because I actually have all of my books. Like my old books of scouting. I have all of them. I even have UCAD in one from like 2020. No, maybe even earlier. 2018. So Enrico. So we write his name. I'm a paper and pad guy too. I'm much better at taking notes on a paper and pad. It'd be great if I could have like a secondary camera looking down on this kind of stuff. But right, so Enrico, I'm gonna underline that. And then game 1, Frankfurt versus Hamburg, and then we write the week. Just so we know where we're going, basically. Simple stuff, nothing too crazy. Trying to make a highlight tape for the season match go game pack. Yeah, bro, you might have to. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you can buy your individual games and too, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Also, because we're basically doing a scouting profile on him, I'm going to look at his size and weight. Eye test. Does he look as big as I think he is on his numbers? Obviously, we don't have his numbers. Is he playing on special teams as well? I need to know that. Can't see. Right, he's 25. Is he on the sidelines? No. Is he on the field? Not that I can see. Oh, right, fucking bingo. That's our man. That's who we're looking out for. So, what we gotta do now is write notes on what he looks like, so he's easy to identify on tape. So we know that he's got a left arm sleeve. White. Anything else discernible? White gloves. Does he got 2 white gloves? Yes, he does. 2 white gloves. Just makes it so much easier. If I know what he looks like on tape from a distance, it's a lot more accurate. I usually like to note something about their legs too. If they got like black leggings, white leggings, long socks, short socks, stuff like that, goes a long way as well. We know that he's starting in this game, which is a big deal. Right, so where's he at? So he's playing safety. Instantly, because we made notes on what he looks like, we know where he is. He's not wearing, he's, you know, a black dude. Wearing number 5. Similar. similar, so we could get those two confused. Brandt's different, wearing armbands, and this dude's got longer sleeves. So I'm going to write white socks, or white long socks, and leggings, and white cleats. There we go. Makes it a lot easier, and of course, makes it make sense, right? Looks skinny, you reckon? It's creeping down. I mean, move's alright. Kind of hard to get much off of that one. Not too much of a rep. Let's get forward. Already identify. Making adjustments. Can read offenses. I reckon he looks about 190, 200, give or take. That's alright, man. No worries. This is what I do. Like this is why I'm actually excited I can do this now. This is what I spend most of my day doing anyway. I just don't get to stream it because I wasn't sure if I was allowed to. Right, identified at the safety. He's still calling out plays. He's very vocal. Like he's used to that head movement as well. Checks. Still looking. Checks. Maybe a little bit too slow. We don't know. It doesn't have it on the ELF numbers. Let's try and see if he can stand next to someone.
Slightly to the left.
Alright, so he to me, right there, looks similar size to Nico. Is that Nico 23? If that is Nico, I'm just so fucking good at my job if I know that's Nico Barra. Not Nico Barra. Yeah, well, maybe not so good at my job. Leicester. Is it okay? Yeah. Yeah, so he's 23. So he's 6'2", 215. So maybe a little bit shorter. Maybe 6'1". He's not as big as Nico. Nico's a big dude. Yeah, his stats are good. That's why I'm interested in him. He could be a sleeper for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Alex, you've just joined, so I'll show you the sheet we're working with. So here's all the eligible guys. I'm looking at Enrico now. Lewis Burgess is someone I want to look at. We've removed a couple just because like a quarterback was eligible because he appeared in 6 games, but he only threw like 10 passes, so I don't think that's Rookie of the Year numbers. Realistically, Offensive Rookie of the Year is probably sorted, right? We don't need to watch. Is he on special teams? Is that him now? I don't think that's him, but I'll see if he turns around. It's a 20-something, but I don't think it might be. Got a left arm sleeve. If he spent special teams too, that's another feather in his cap. I know he did kind of get slung. Oh, no, it's not him. Right, we're good. Right, we don't need to watch offense, obviously. He's not going to appear here. Yeah, the list is big. It's a good list. We've narrowed it down. We had over 100, and now we've got like 40. Agreed. That's why I saw the stats. I haven't noticed him much just watching the games, but he looks pretty interesting already. He doesn't look as explosive there, because this is basically just a scout report at this point. When he's moving, he's not overly explosive. He's not very committed with his decision making from just these short clips we've got so far. That's what I'll do as well, is I'll make mental notes like that. That's not something I'm going to write down, but something, is he a bit slower with his decision making? Is he a little bit more on the fence? 6'2", that's a good call, 6'2", 194. So he is about the same size as Nico, maybe a little bit lighter. I've got a good eye for this, you know. That's what you got to do, compare it to people that he's standing next to. But players always also lie on their Europe players. So maybe he's about 6'1", but give or take. In fact, let's add that to the board. I will put 6'2", 294. But I always say, about like player if it's not verified. Like, let me have a little look on like receivers. So like my receiver board here, use, unless it's an actual pro day, which I will note over on the notes, I'm going to be a little bit more like, yeah, well, you know, it could be 6-2.
Or on the Sea Devils squad.
He's very keyed in before the snap. That's what I mean. So the snap's happened. He's still backpedaling. That foot still hasn't hit the back of the floor. He has now seen it's a run. That was not a good cut.
Squad.
Let's try again, just in speed.
Full forwards. Hand off.
That's not good cut. So I'll write that out. I'm going to put
Those are
slower
the
decision making
Sea Devils offense have gained
and doubts on cuts. But if that gets proved, that now, in my mind, has to be proven
second,
wrong.
third down.
Because I've seen evidence that sometimes he is a little bit slower in his cuts. Now I need to see that disproved. You know, like, Khaled, I'm... you are not 6'1".
Backs line up.
I will tell everyone you're a liar.
One takes the ball.
There we go. Missed tackle there. Flows. Reads. Sees very clearly it's a run. Takes another one of those shuffle steps. Breaks down. Not the best of tackles.
Takes the ball.
Okay, he's got decent
Down,
drip.
Sea Devils.
Give him the award.
Did misdirection. Bandito took the ball.
Let's have a look at that. He got another angle. Just kind of fell over, right? I feel bad, like, if he ever watches this.
Very well.
But it's what I do to everyone. I'm just doing this now on tape. I mean, I'm glad the stream is actually working though. Like, the footage isn't too laggy, I hope, for people watching. Yeah, okay, you ain't 6'1". You're better even... You're like 5'11". He looks upright. I'm kind of shitting all over him. I feel a bit bad. Maybe skips this. Doesn't go up. But he's kind of upright in his back pedal. He is absolutely, so far, still the leader for defensive rookie of the year. Just off of his numbers. The fact that he's played that much, he is currently a starting safety for a team at the age of 21, is impressive. I mean, that was alright. Got off the block alright. Again, though, he does flow pretty well to the ball. That's his tackle right there. Like, he will read before the play happens, as he's done several times already. And there he actually is straight out to the tight end and is on the tackle. So I think he can read offenses. His decision making is just a little bit slower.
So you see him lined up in the sort of running back position a few times. No flag thrown. We're waiting.
Alright, skip forward. And usually, I'll watch 2 games on a guy. Not every time. His tackling, see there, is still quite like
Obvious.
shouldery. You know? He's not wrapping up there. It's mostly Hugo's tackle. He's on the tackle. It's an assisted one.
Here we go, Sion.
But he's a little bit shouldery.
But it was also first hand off. Third time we will see it that second time and that second down.
There we go. Comes back on. Got stop short before he got there.
Is full forward able to connect for the first time? He's not. He's on the first time.
I'm interested to see what he does see. Because he is looking at this dude. Yeah, agreed. Like that, his tackling doesn't look great. That's something I will write down in a minute. And then he adjusts to go over the top. I'm assuming because he thinks he's going to cut. but then
able to
the
connect
receiver just goes
this
underneath.
time.
I'm not sure if he thought the other
Not, he's under
player in the
pressure.
middle had that.
Sacked, actually.
Sure if you can hear the spoiler. I hope you can't hear the boiler in the background. Alright, then we got special teams punt. Let me write down tackle and question mark.
Leonards goes across the halfway line.
Alright. Let's drive 2 drives. Gathering up that information, fellas. Yeah, I think it was. It was more of a miscommunication thing. That's also something that's kind of hard to like make comment on as a scout. Is I don't know the scheme. I don't know if that's meant to happen. If he's meant to pass over and get over the top. I don't know what he's meant to do there.
Couch. And we'll see now Hamburg starting their next drive from the 20-yard line.
He looks like he can cover the field pretty quickly. Like, he's not like he's slow. Like, even just in his stride there, because he does get cover the field. He just backpedals too much.
Their next drive from the 20-yard line.
Doesn't identify the run there until too late. I was 1 year off of fighting Kaneda as well. I said he was going to be the guy last year. Took me a year to get there, but he's there now.
It's still a 3-0 lead for
I want to see him tested in coverage, which is also a hard thing when it comes to DB.
first down. D'Angelo Fulford. Handoff.
Because Hamburg run a lot, so maybe I did want to see him in a run. I did ask for that. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. He's starting safety as a young dude, but there you go again. Bad tackling. He's also extreme. You can see him at the back. I'm actually a little bit over him. Move myself over here. Very high up back pedal. And then he also doesn't do a very good tackling job here.
Handoff. Run first down and much more.
Not great.
This time it worked. Sea Devils, they were able.
But if he's a bad tackler and a good coverage guy, we need to. We'll see. We will see, because I will be watching a couple games. Like I say, I'll be live for a little bit on this one. But you can see there, just whips, drops to his knees too quick.
Was working pretty well.
Here he is again. Poor angle.
To the left.
Assist and a tackle. But again, I already knew who he was, because if you are watching this and you are a young player or just a player that does need help making notes, instantly identifiable, because I've already written down what he looks like. And it is just such a small thing, but it gets your brain started of like, alright, I know what he looks like, I know what to look for. And a few plays in, you can literally just laser focus on them immediately. It's a small thing, but trust me, writing down what they look like and what they're wearing is fucking like a cheat code. I learned that at PFF. Absolute cheat code. But here again, comes down. Poor angle. Good cut also, but not a great angle. Assist and a tackle.
And much more once again across the 20-yard line. Now Hamburg.
Let's have a look at that from that footage. Alright, so there he is. So he just gets his he just over pursues into the gap. I don't know his gap scheme. Well, I do know he got beat to the outside, and he was not exactly fast in that catch-up speed.
Great camera angle.
There he was in the middle. Because they do seem to like him a lot more in the coverage, because he's coming down, he's coming over here.
Camera angle. Sabatini is owned by
We haven't seen him target though.
Fulford.
He's on coverage. He's still over the top.
Under pressure.
Didn't get to see the throw there because of the sack. Let's get through all this, obviously. Multiple minutes of ad read. There we go.
There are so many all across Europe, and especially in Germany.
Again, high safety.
Quick throw to Candido, but
Just an out. Didn't work out very well for him. He does have a fumble recovery, and I will watch the game where he gets that. He hasn't got any interceptions, which if he is a coverage guy is a note to make if he is, that he doesn't have any picks. Because we've seen that he's not a great tackler. Yet, I'm sure like he's a young guy who's starting in an ELF team. He will improve. And I'm glad that the Galaxy have like put their faith in him too, because I think it's a good thing to put faith in the youth players. Favorite position? That's a good question. DBs. I'm a DB, so I prefer doing DBs. That's probably my favorite. Least favorite, probably defensive line, because if I'm being honest, it's probably the position I know least about. I've asked some coaches before about defensive line, and like they didn't exactly give me like the most fucking help out of it, but. Tape study either has to be blockbuster or you're doing nothing for most of the time. Yeah, agreed. I mean, that's the beauty of it, man. That's the beauty of it. And we haven't even had a scoreboard for after this game. We're an hour in. I think if I'm going like one on offense, one on defense, I don't like identifying running backs too much because sometimes they can be a little bit boring. Because sometimes the scheme just kind of lets them down. He's a homegrown. He's a German kid. Let me actually... I think there's only very few rookies there. E's. So, Lewis is an E. There you are. Lewis is an E. And that's it. Currently, I'm thinking this. So he's obviously the favourite. Clearly. For like all of them. Offensive. Quite possibly. And then Rico's probably the defensive. That's my expectation. But that's why we watch tape. Because we've got a lot of offensive linemen here. So we got receiver, offensive line, cornerback. Enrico's actually listed as a cornerback from the league. Which he isn't. We got a lot of guys to go through. And some of them, again, I will cut some of them out of just like they're a receiver that had one catch. Production is important. There are players that don't get much production. Granted. But for rookie of the year and like all-star, kind of has my production. People don't usually have eligible rookie of the years for E's. It's very rare. This is my favourite bit, is I can just skip. Cannot do this, just saying, on the GFL website. I know I'm kind of shitting on them, but you can't do that on the GFL website. You have to go on the thing and manually do it. Right, let me refocus back in after my hate on the GFL. His back pedal's quite high up there. I've made note about that. Not on him though. That part of me does hope he sees this, just so I can like help him. Some people, I'm not saying him, but some people don't like to be evaluated. To that I say, why are you playing in a professional league? But I've had that before. Like, I would prefer it if you didn't. It's like, well, I ain't gonna lie. You playing in a professional league. Let me put myself back over here. Also, now that it's in the next quarter. Where's he at? It's coming over. It's taking an angle. Push my bounce. Got the job done.
Picks up some steam. Ham is
There he is there. I think he's pretty accurate on his height and weight. I think 194 seems pretty reasonable. He might even be 200. Because he looks like he's got long limbs. You can definitely see the potential, I think.
not as much for present.
Yeah, the GFL stats are weird. Like, I was looking at, who was it? Entros Hagi, the Cologne receiver from this year. Dutch player. And I watched him score touchdowns in game, yet the stats said nothing. Like, he didn't score at all. It's him, or if it might have been Lone Kuchi. Either one of them.
Some pressure from behind. He escapes the pressure. Goes to the end zone.
That's kind of mad though. We just watch that back. Just watch back that throw.
Some pressure from behind.
That's why Fulford's so confusing, man. Because you can make throws like that, but then he also throws 3 pigs.
Touchdown. Hamburg Sea Devils to
Not his man though, from what I can see. See if we get like a wide angle.
left his pocket.
It's a bit too narrow out.
Look here.
But from what I saw in that other angle, that was not his own responsibility. That's just Neil getting over Liggins. Do we get another angle? I doubt it. Is he also on special teams? No, not on punt block, kick block anyway.
Point gap. Yes, right.
Right, skip ahead.
Yep, sure.
Here we go.
He punted it away to
Actually, that's an important thing. Let me have a look, see if he's on punt. Doesn't seem as if he's on punt.
which means that, of course, Galaxy, they will punt the ball away. They are still in their own territory. Poppets.
Yeah, no, he's not on punt. I think that's because he's not a great tackler.
Yeah, he's there's too much hand up. 10 minutes to go until half time.
No, he didn't. You're right.
Pretty customary
Uh,
hand up.
Liggins and Buckarham can sometimes struggle with speedy receivers.
I was mentioning all the Galaxy. Hold on. Like it. All the players on IR.
Unfortunately, though, Hamburg are a very short team. A lot of that stuff goes short. But you can still, with angles like, I really wish I could get like
Third down.
all angles for the ELF, because I could have that angle for like all of my scout. Oh, that would be great. Can you imagine? But that ball just came out super quick, so didn't have any
Yeah.
chance to break on the receivers. There's a lot of downtime, I think, this league. So currently, this season, it's been quite a lot of downtime between players. Fulford's going to try and take off.
Pressure.
Yeah, he didn't get that.
Here.
That's the thing you kind of got to get used to doing as well. Is like, I do kind of want to watch this 4th down, but like it's not important, so I don't need to watch it. Easy on block.
Lennart from the 20. Bakes 2 tacklers.
Is that him there?
Third. Ball was dropped
No, it's 45.
from the 20.
Yeah, it's 45. I wonder if that was him then, but it's not.
Ball was
For Rookie of the Year, man, gotta be everywhere.
bulldoze.
Alright. Again, I want to watch Sandra run the ball. But it ain't important.
Played in a preseason game. The Austrian Football League.
Alright, we know he's not on kickoff also. But usually I'll try and see the end of kickoff just in case they have made a bit of a switch.
Justice. Flag was thrown. Called baseline. Here. They do pull away. Hamburg.
Right. Nearly at halftime. We got a lot from this one so far. Just in his makeup as a player. We still don't really know what it's like in coverage. That was a good coverage play there. He's up here.
Next Campbell drive. Pressure.
Not bad.
And
Not bad.
moment.
Oh yeah, this is where I made a note. I really thought they were done when Max Collins went down. But he got injured for a minute, so just got to skip ahead.
Look at this.
That's a great thing about League Pass, baby. Just skip everything you don't need to see. It's fucking great. Right, here we go. Just like that, we're back in.
We are back in the European League of Football. Heinz von Heiden Arena in Hannover. Justice. Cause.
That was kind of a weird call, I thought. Throwing a screen on 3rd and 16. Like, I get it, you want to be safer, but like, weird to me. But he came down and got to the ball. So I need to get like a mouse. That's what I need to get. A mouse would be so clutch. But my back actually feels alright. I've got like a pillow stuffed down there. So I'm like, have no choice. I've also switched my chair out to like an older chair. But like it has more padding on it because the other one was like kind of officey. And it also doesn't make that fucking horrible clanking noise. Life is different, fellas. What's up, Ricardo? Good to see you as always. That's such a high. Here we go, so I want to see this. You know what I mean? Kind of more passive tackler. And his back pedal is super high up. Enrico, if you do manage to watch this, I am a fan. I'm just being a scout. That's another thing that a lot of people don't. Maybe people who don't do scouting or analysis. It's not personal. Like, I'm a fan of every single one of these guys because, I mean, they're doing it in Europe, and they have basically given me a reason to do what I do. So I'm extremely grateful for all of them. Speaking of the devil. But he's very vocal with that kind of stuff. I mentioned it earlier. He's constantly recalling play calls back to his teammates, and that's a really good sign. It's small details, but it is a good sign. And again, if anyone does want to like help me improve, like I don't know everything. I'm a 24-year-old. I've been scouting for like 6 years. But if anyone's like, oh well, you know, you missed this, like he did this really well on that last play, then you know, feel free. Khaled, Miles, both of you are DBs. Both of you experienced in GFL and the ELF. And I value everyone's opinion, so I might not agree with some of it. Khaled, you're my co-analyst, so feel free to put your 2 cents in. And you know you probably played against some similar receivers too. Which is actually pretty fascinating, I can't lie. But obviously you play safety, but you get what I mean. I am old. My back hurts. Like my knee. I did calisthenics today again. And I'm trying to like L-sit still. Ain't working, bro. I'm not a very good athlete. I'm very aware of that. That's why I scout. I can judge other people in athleticism.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Under pressure, of course. And
Not cutting on a dime here.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left.
They're very rounded. You see that? Can I put it in like slow-mo? Pretty sure I can. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I've never had to use this before. You have to deal with the slow-mo. We're on quarter speed. And I'll let you know when it happens. Also, fourth down, kind of mad.
Three receivers.
Right, there we go. Snap comes off. Reads it. Look how rounded this break is.
To the left.
Extremely rounded.
Under pressure, of course. And settle for course. You can see it here. Max. No handoff.
Right,
That
skip. Half time.
caught by Kaya. He went out of bounds. Clock is stopped.
Did Hamburg stop the ball? Am I tripping? Okay, yeah, cool. Because it had the dot over the name. That's usually what I'm looking for as well, is the football over the name. Of the scoreboard. You kind of have to be a little bit wary with it.
Down.
Sometimes it's not exactly accurate.
30 minutes.
And you gotta look at the player on the actual little bit of screen. But 9 times out of 10 is fun.
And work to get back into the game.
And then after this, I'll write my notes down on my actual thing.
Timeout is over.
Yes, there is. There is. It's... I don't have like wording from the league, but it's a certain birthday.
Inside the end.
You have to be born before a certain date
To the left.
to be eligible for Rookie of the Year.
Rimlos.
And you have to currently be in the league. That's why I think Khaled isn't eligible. As far as I'm aware, you have to be in the league. That's why you're not here.
Between the two coaches.
There we go again, man.
And that's a first major play.
Good tackle there, though. But the same thing.
Now also again it's
Starting here, so shallower. In my board. Oh, do I have my board? I don't think I have it on this. I don't have it on this. Should I open it up? Let me open that up. I think that shouldn't cause my laptop many issues. Alright. So let's look like Chad's sheet, for example. So this is how I identify where the players are lined up. So when I did Chad's video, that's the same thing. This is where they are. So he would be, for example, if I'm doing this as like this kind of video, which I'm not, but you get me, you get what I mean. So he's outside the tackles, so he's not going to be any of these. And he's about 7-8 yards off. So he's like strong safety right. Schematically, he'll be different. Like, schematically, he'll be called something else. But I don't give a fuck about scheme. Like, as a scout, scheme does matter somewhat. But from my perspective, I don't give a fuck. I do it mine in a very like PFF. So this is what PFF use. If you ever see stuff like, I'm not sure if I can legally even say that, but like, allegedly this is what PFF use when they say stuff about player positions. Allegedly, and then yeah, so I wanted to show that off because it's pretty cool. So if you ever wonder why I do my videos, but there you go, you can see that lack of tackling coming there again. Let me put myself over here also and reverse that back because I'm not sure if you saw that. Comes down, misreads. Again, he misreads to the inside. That's the second time that's happened now. He did that earlier with Hart and Canedo. So I'm going to write that down. Misreads runs to the middle. And allows outside. Allows outside run.
next to the secondary, basically.
Like I said, I'm a notes on paper guy. A lot of people, like Caleb, a lot of people know. I think he prefers to do his stuff on a laptop or a tablet, and he has like an iPad that he'll write notes on. I like writing mine on pen and paper. But it's all down to preference. The age, I believe, is 22. I have all the like dates of the players' birth. I won't show them on stream. I feel that'll be a bit harsh. But I'm pretty sure it's 22. Or I think it's 22 as of the championship game. If you turn 23 before the championship game, I don't think you're eligible. I think that's one of the rules. Because I think it's Talitsa. It's like 5 days away. He backpedaled a lot on his run reads. You know what I mean? I should put myself back over here. I need to keep switching myself over. But I'm pretty sure that's the thing. It's like 23 before the actual start of the championship game. I'm actually so excited for the championship game too. I'm like so gassed. It's gonna be so good. I would prefer as well some wide angles, but yeah, I'm being picky. Important to know who's around the ball too, I ain't gonna lie. If no players like around the ball with Fulford there at the end of that. You know what I mean? Comes in, he's going to come in from this side of the screen, and he stops before he gets near them. I don't know why. I think he might even be better off a corner. I need to see what he does in coverage. I will find a game where he gets that forced fumble as well. But I definitely need another game of Enrico. That's why usually it's 2 games. It's good sometimes to see a DB how they deal with a really, really run-heavy team like Hamburg. I have a bad feeling that in this game, Enrico might be the one that gets the PI that gives him a fresh set of downs on the goal line. I have a bad feeling it might be Enrico. But that ball was not his responsibility, so we can skip to the next drive. I fucking love my job, man. It's fucking great. Big up Toby Naylor. Toby Naylor speaks with such an American accent, by the way. I love Toby. Like, I've known Toby for obviously a while. Obviously, we played together at Pride and at GB Under 19 with Khaled. But, like, he sounds so different because he spent so much time in America. Like, his accent's just completely changed. I heard him speaking on like the Hamburg announcement post, and I messaged him. I was like, brother, you sound like you're from America. Don't sound like you're from fucking Southampton anymore. Serge winner would make you sick chattering right at the end of it. I mean, that is true. Serge might win a ring. Maybe. Kind of hard to tell. I still think Fire are the favourites. Right, they got the ball, so we can just skip ahead. I still have the Fire as favourites.
Also, if you're talking about fantasy football, compete against your friends, family, and other fans, and show off your skills. A general manager of your team, go now to fantasy.yourteamleague.football. Check it out.
If you're ever wondering what I'm doing at any point, you think, I wonder what Matt's doing now. This is exactly what I'm doing. Every time. especially in off season. Oh my god, in the off season. During the year, I don't exactly have a ton of time to do individual player study unless I'm doing a video on an individual player. But during the off season, holy fuck, will I literally be watching about 30 players a day. Even if it's just adding to my boards of like going on Euro players and just adding a ton of players on my boards just so I know about them. Because a big part, I think, is being able to recoil players and just being like, oh yeah, number 20, like I did earlier, number 23, Nico Lester. Like, knowing the player number, knowing where they're at, I think is a really good skill to have. Speaking like I'm like the fucking be-all end-all of this, I'm absolutely not. Like I said, in terms of scouting years, I'm pretty new to this. 6 years isn't a ton of time. But it's just like, it's something I'm extremely, extremely passionate about. And I got great mentors. I got Andrew and Ryan. I got Caleb, obviously in Carolina. Both of those have been or are NFL scouts. So I've learned the way, and through trial and error. Like if you thought my system of like writing down the player's uniform and note taking on pen and paper rather than on a tablet is new, it's definitely not. This has been cultivated. Even my boards used to look fucking horrible. I'll show you like last year's board in a minute as well. Like last year's board is disgusting. Because last year I did it by league, not by player. Here he goes in coverage. He did come down on that though. On Tour and Justice. That was not bad actually right there. So it comes up. He's still high on his back pedal. Let me pause and move myself again. Move myself down here. Just for the meantime. So he's up here. I think this is a pretty good play. I'll let it run through. And he runs out of bounds. But some positives. Oh, we'll go negatives first. Pad level is still really, really high up. The brake is still really rounded. But he does come down on it. Gotta take the positives and the negatives, man. There's still those flashes. But I am really worried that he is the player that gives up that penalty. He doesn't get a lot of play when it comes to passing. It's a shame we don't have Luke Zaradka in the league anymore, man. He was my go-to player whenever I needed to watch a DB. If he played Milan last year, I was watching them because they got a ton of usage. Not bad, but still not great. Comes down. Tackles him, but isn't like wrapped up. That's a big part of his game. If he's going to continue to play safety, he needs to be able to tackle a lot more. So we make that. That's why we add those notes of like, you see that earlier, you put a little question mark next to it. Now that I know it's facts, I will put hyphen and then my opinion and underline it just so I know what's happened. What's wrong with safeties too is you can sometimes just not see them. But let's see how he goes with this one, right? I mean, that was fine. He caught up with him. He made the tackle from behind. I ain't got any issues with that. It was an underneath route. It's not his responsibility as far as I'm aware. Or that I can tell wasn't his responsibility. See if we get an up from that angle. Here we go. So it's just wide in the middle of the field. Looks like he was covering that person in the back. He runs. Good catch-up speed. Makes a good tackle. Does try and punch the ball through. That's probably the best play we've seen him in this game. I liked that. That was good.
Just move diagonally toward.
Here we go again. In the goal line. Fourth quarter already, man. These games go quickly sometimes in scouting. They're only about 40 minutes long. And you really like filter out all the stuff you don't need. It's about 40 minutes. Maybe 45. Again, nothing to do with him on this play. And you could argue he didn't have great coverage. But I also don't really know what the coverage was. But let's have a look at that. Because I was mainly focused on the tight end. He's on him. He's on him. He turns inside. So it looks like he kind of gets beaten on coverage there. Because he looks like he's on the tight end. But he breaks out like a lot. I think that by that time, because the ball's already gone, he's probably just breaking towards where the ball is. So I'm not going to put too much on that one. This was such a good game. And sometimes when you're watching just one player, you forget how like good some of these games are. That was a long time before they got back in the ball there. I'm so happy I can skip through flags too, because oh my god, flags are annoying. Yeah, well, wait, hold on. What am I talking about? I said that he might have been the one that gives up the flag. It wasn't even his team that gave up those flags. I'm just tripping. I tried to be clever. Backfired. Note to self. Never try and be clever ever again. This team is heavy run. What's he fucking passing, man? And at him. Just at him. His offensive line's terrible as well. That's another thing with Hamburg. Their offensive line's is bad. Reality of Scout also is just mostly skipping replays and flags. Trying to take a gamble. Like, these ones take a while sometimes. There we go. I let people watch it. That's such a poor throw. That was such a poor throw. There'll be some people in chat that have never seen these plays until now. Oh, there we go. Let me give it a minute. It'll catch back up. There it goes. To be fair, I think there's... Is there a Brit on every playoff team? I think there might be a Brit on every playoff team so far. Maybe except for the Raiders. Possibly. Can't think of any Raiders that are English or British. Munich, not as well. Tommel was Irish, probably as close as you can get. No, this was the same play, by the way. This is a different play. But, like, the same down, well, not the same down. Similar distance.
For it, under
Maybe it's the
pressure,
next one. Might be the next play.
goes to the right, goes downfield. As Hamburg.
Yeah, this game was a long ending. Yeah, it was the last play of the game, actually, wasn't it? I know we're a little bit premature. It's the last game, the last play of the game when they got the second near pick six.
At the yard line. Some of today's highlights.
Some of those angles ain't too hard to track either.
Current Justice just called the ball. We have a game in the European League of Football which kicked off around 4:30.
Right.
Later Mercenaries, they lost.
Go watch every snap too. That's what I'm currently doing. Is just finishing off this game. We've seen what we mostly have. You never know. We could see a glimpse of his coverage if they're going deep every play, obviously.
Go for it. Shotgun.
I know what's going to happen.
And another interception. Another possibility.
But to be fair, though, and I'm sorry, I just cut that off halfway through.
Shotgun.
He's the one who's blocking. Like, he comes up, he overtakes,
Interception.
and he actually gets to forfeit.
Opportunity for Frankfurt to go to the end zone.
But he was down. It didn't count, and that was a runoff.
What's the official?
So we've done that game. Right, let's look at him again. That is Nico. We don't need Nico. We need Enrico. Who did he play that's more pass heavy? That's what I need. Unfortunately, have week 4. Don't think so. Right, let's go one by one. Ryan Fire, maybe. I could watch that one, but that's still Glenn. Paris, he didn't really do anything, but he did have a forced fumble, but he didn't really get many stats. And Paris could be the one. There's a reason to see why he didn't get those numbers. Watch Hamburg, Madrid could be a decent shout. Cologne is mostly run. Ryan Fire in week. Was that the one when he got torched? He got torched a lot, but I might watch that one. Or I could see what happened. He got fumble recovery in this one. There was a ton of action actually in this Cologne game. I might watch the Cologne game. Because there was a lot of passing in that one for a Cologne game. And, hold on. In week 11. And now I need to get a meal. What number is a meal? Let me keep that up. If I do both at the same time, that would help. This meal has had a decent bit of production, but you know we got to check all of them out. We got to give everyone their fair shout. In this game, he did probably have more than anyone other game. Yeah, I mean 15 attempts. This is a perfect game to. Oh shit, that's week 11, 8. Ah fuck. He didn't play in this game. Alright, so it's not Emil, it's just him. Just Enrico, no Emil. That's why you gotta check these things. I could have been looking for Emil, wouldn't have been there. Right, skip all the way through. If it would fuck off with that.
Here in week number 9 as
Alright.
your touchback
Wait,
taken by Torrin Justice, a wide receiver.
am I broken? Why am I doing this? I don't need Sea Devils, I need Frankfurt. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Right, let's go Frankfurt. That one. There we go. There we go. Oh wait, but this first part of this game wasn't available. But it was a good game to watch, but we're only going to be able to watch half. I might watch this half and then also a different game. Because this one was not working for the start. I forgot about that. But I do want to watch it anyway. Yeah, so we basically get the second half of this game, which was the more entertaining, to be fair. Frankfurt got to go first. Already 38 minutes into this game. Shit. Fucking light work.
Just 7 points.
Like, big up Alex.
First
Right, what's he wearing?
for the Centurion.
Pretty much exactly the same thing. So I'm just going to put like quotation marks. Doesn't seem as if he's changed it. I'm also going to put like yellow boots because it does seem like he has what, yellow boots. Or at least like a hint of yellow.
They'll look to cut this lead in half and get it back to 7 points. Isaiah Weed drops back.
Oof.
Oh, almost picks it off. Wow.
Tough. Okay, he doesn't have two. He has two arm sleeves this time.
Load it over a defender there. The Galaxy defender let the interception slip through his hands, but then the ball is caught off the deflection.
Two white arm sleeves, not one.
By Centurion's receiver there.
There we go.
But a very risky pass that the Centurions got away with there. Looking to get this home crowd something to cheer about in this second half.
He's just at shot,
Weed.
which is annoying. Like he's just at shot
He saw the
on a couple of these plays.
Weed. To make third catch there. Well,
He does not come. So he might even be on hill here.
3rd and 7.
He does not come into
Left, directing traffic.
nickel very often, or really
Bounds as the
many coverage situations from what we've seen so far.
athletic defender
So naturally, I got my reservations.
is off. It takes a bounce, and Leonard hauls it in.
Don't believe he's on
Makes the defender miss and
specials.
gets to about the
Nope.
29-yard line. Another nice return. Leonard looks really smooth back there as a return man. Catch it mentally.
How the fuck did they blow this lead?
One,
They lost this game. Like, spoiler alert, if you haven't heard about this, I cannot believe they lost this game. I really can't. Absolutely diabolical.
1st and 10.
Now that was quick, but a bit too quick because he got fucking burned.
Launches it deep. Finds his man, Carlos Hill, who's deep.
There you go. That's why we have doubts on coverage.
1st and 10.
So, we talked about his decision making. Maybe a little bit iffy. This one, he dives on that play action. Real heavy. And Hill just burns him up the middle.
Pressure. Launches it deep.
Interesting.
Finds his man, Carlos Hill,
Interesting.
who's brought down at the 15-yard line. A huge gain.
I would like to see that from a different angle, please. But
As
that was
Carlos Hill there for a 40-plus yard
he
gain.
bit heavy on that play action.
Avoids the pass rusher and launches it deep. Carlos Hill wide
That's
open
on Enrico.
there, almost able to break that tackle as he brought down at the 15 Sacramento State. He
Interesting.
showed off that speed right there.
I mean, he's a tough receiver to guard, but
In the 4.4s at his pro day. So
yeah, he's
Carlos
coming
Hill
down,
goes deep
coming down.
crossing routes.
Yeah, to be fair,
He takes it on the pitch here on the right side and he's able to get a nice.
he did take on the fullback there, which I'll give him credit for that. That's not an easy thing to do, but he came in, he took on the fullback. Look at that. There you go. Took off a blocker. I can appreciate that.
Centurions bring a fullback in the game. Hand off to Tanwani. No, play action. This replay. Weed on the play action. Another
I think he was off for that one.
yard line.
Have they taken him off in the goal line?
Make this a 2-score game.
I believe they
Takes it
have.
himself.
So they've taken him off from the goal line.
Anyway, that'll bring up 2nd and goal. Be Hugo Drydendahl. Jack has as the Centurions trot.
Yep.
out.
Facts. I was never a massive fan of safety.
Carlos Hill, who throws it to wide.
I played safety like not in game, a little bit in game, but very, very slightly. More in like a couple times in practice.
Cut this lead from 21.
But I definitely prefer corner a lot more. Especially with my like size and lack of speed.
What a play call from the
I can just kind of like
going for the
get
reverse
away with length.
pass on 3rd and goal. That's a ball
Back
take
to
over.
come on.
Last time out, which featured.
See, it seems as if we've sped through this one.
Watch this. Citizen is
We've
a
only watched one fucking player, by the way. This is
watch brand stands for
it's gonna be a little bit of a long one. I won't watch obviously every player on stream, but I might watch a couple.
lead on 1st and 10. Hands off to Tanwani.
What's the point in having a stream if you're not gonna
Gain.
use it?
Out of last season with an injury, making it come back, and
I just haven't seen him
every week he's getting better.
do
Lead on 2nd down.
a massive thing yet. Like a
Us to the
big
end.
positive that we can really write down. A few hints. Like he's definitely able.
The standouts of this game.
He's a good player.
Sandra Platt's film. Maybe you add
And he is young. He has a lot to work on, but I think he has some good potential.
dominant awkward for the gal.
You know, let me follow him too. I'm gonna follow him real quick.
McKay. And a rushing touchdown, so 5 on the day for McKay. So he's having
At least don't give him
coming
his
out in this one.
his flowers.
On the other hand, Centurions,
Got him.
besides a few plays, have been right in it. We saw an excellent drive from them on their last time.
Dominican and Spanish. Interesting.
They've been featuring Carlos Hill often.
I mean, it makes sense.
Centurions lost maybe their best
Enrico isn't exactly the most German name I've ever heard.
to an injury. It seems like Carlos Hill has taken over as the primary playmaker.
Creeping down. So he's man. Yeah, I mean, that was a break. He was there.
Some time, takes it himself.
He was around.
And gets
He was around. Where's my Siri joined up? I mean, it's the UK though, isn't it? Like, we've all been. I think all of us here have played in the UK. It is a special type of ball here.
Action. Launches it deep.
Oof.
Finds his man Carlos Hill for a diving catch. An excellent catch from
So he's again around that, but I want to see what happened because it wasn't too clear.
Look at this again. Weave has time. Good protection.
Okay, so it's just Enrico that dived on it at the end. I mean, it's a heads-up play.
Nice grab there. Carlos Hill has to be well over 100 yards in this one.
Carlos Hill's so good in this game. One of the better games in ELF history.
1st and 10.
It isn't just him. The game itself is absolutely the best game in ELF history.
Hands off to Tanwani.
He's definitely more around the ball in this one
5'9",
on some of these runs, although he's not getting there for the stops like the defensive line is
One of the better late additions.
doing the work. He's more around the ball than he was in the first game. From the limited sample size we have of this game, because obviously it is only about half. Well, it is only half. He's still up high on his brakes.
Escapes the pressure, finds Svenja in the backfield. Trucks the defender, but there, right? Excuse me.
Where is he
Looking
at?
for a huge play here. Weed back to pass.
Wait, he's in coverage here. Right, he's manned up on Lorax in this slot receiver 2 position.
Looking for a huge play here. Weed back to pass. Under pressure, launches deep, looking for Carlos Hill. Who catches it?
Sorry, Alex. But this is, for me, not great man coverage.
4th and 4.
So he's here, manned up.
4th and 4, a huge play here. Weed back to pass.
Hips aren't great. He's not nearly physical enough for me. I like my DBs a bit more physical. For me, he's not using that 6. He's 6'2" fucking 2. You can use your length and frame. For me, he's not doing that enough. There's a quite big gap in that void there. That's too much. And it's a seam. He's going up here, so he's always going to have that space. He kind of gets burned. He gets a little bit of contact in the back there. But he needs to be in front. He needs to be bully. He's too big to be able to be like... You can have passive press. I like passive press, or ghost press is what I call it, because it sounds cooler. But you got to be in front of them for that to work. You can't be hands off and then let them get the leverage and just go straight through. I watched that replay just because it's Carlos Hill. Look at that tracking. That's elite ball tracking. Jeez.
Looks like Centurions are going to go for 2 here.
Right, we'll actually still see the 2-pointer.
We make it a 9-point.
Is he on? I think he's on with the 2-pointer.
Weed back to pass. Finds his man.
No, he's not.
For the 2-point conversion, as a right back in this one. In a week.
Oh yeah, they had to do it. Did they have to do it again? No, they didn't have to do it
We
again.
have a 9-point game in Cologne. It's not over yet. As Isaiah Weed.
Here we go. He's still my favorite. I might look through some of just the defensive guys in this installment. Again, I got time. I'm gonna be here for a while. If I don't make like a bit of content every day, make a video yesterday, so YouTube's like, you know, fuck you, not gonna show any of your content like to anyone for the rest of the day. So I need something on the channel, otherwise YouTube overlords will be angry. Right, he's at the top.
Hands it off to Tanwani. Excuse me, that's Centurions. Last.
Yeah, good job I wasn't looking out for a mill in this one. I would have been very confused.
Weed rolls out.
They got picked apart for some of these plays. They really did.
For the Centurions offense, he's able to get the catch right past All-Star Josh Kwasnowski.
Tackling issue again. But also, you can see that trigger. He doesn't have an elite trigger. Because he knows he's on him. He sees that break. And he's still... He's so rounded there. Look at that. Hold on. Not in the way of this one, am I? Don't think so. So he comes down. Snap happens. Right, let me pause actually. I am absolutely in the way over here. Alright, snap happens. He's here. Carlos Hill's over here. Look how rounded that break is. He's seen the balls come out. And he's seen the balls come out a while ago. Because he's staring down Carlos Hill at the moment. Snap happens, he's still looking at him. He looks over at Weed, who is looking at Hill, so you got to read the head. He looks back over at Hill, who is currently on a break. His feet cross. Oh! That's not what you want to see as a DB. Because now that he's crossed his feet, he can't explode off of that back foot. Oh dear. Not good. Not good. Not good. Is there a difference? Because he has to like kick that foot back out and break on it. And then just doesn't wrap up. Gets him out of balance, does enough, but... Sorry, Alex, I muted you there, bro.
Still on a short out route there. Watching Isaiah Wheat, he's got a quick release.
Any thoughts, assistant? Kind of.
Well in this quick passing game. He's able to get the ball out. With the left-handed dual threat passer. Always fun to watch.
Yeah, it's a fun quarterback.
Throws it over
Dime.
the middle and it's caught. A nice catch there.
Lorak had such a good game in this game.
And
Is he Belgian?
Over the middle. Bringing up first down as Centurions. Making a really nice comeback in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they are. Again, they're not. They let Carlos Hill have a lot of room in this game. Look at that hole there. Like they let him have so much room. They're playing too high, and then they move him down when he comes in, and they man up here. No, but Lorak is open.
Second and 12.
He's moved over to the left side. He does not spend a bunch of time in this game on the left side. Said he's out of frame.
Has time. Rolls out. Stiff arms the defender, buys time, and throws the ball out of bounds.
That was nearly complete too. That's Robin. I've met him. He's a good guy.
3rd and 12 at the 25-yard line going in.
This game was such a good game. Just getting like flashbacks. No, it's only like last week, but such a like you know what I mean. I said about on the LF Live how crazy it was. They kept getting these outside passes and just using it outside so well. Another example of it. Look at that. Good stuff.
Centurions on first down. Weed rolls out to his left again. Ooh, Hunik looks, hops good. Up 2nd and 7.
I definitely do think this dude has a good potential to be a player in this league for sure.
He gets it up the middle for a nice game. That'll bring up thing.
I would like to see him at corner. I know his trigger isn't elite. I know he's not got elite hips. But I personally would like to see him a little bit of corner.
3rd and 1. Weed takes it himself. Quarterback sweep. An X.
I don't need a kick. I don't need a kick.
Hits the short field goal, making it 31-37. A 6-point game here in Cologne.
Frankfurt really fucked this one up. Bijan.
Isaiah Weed. Few minutes of last few minutes here as Isaiah Weed and the Centurions take over, looking to take the lead.
Ooh. That's Poznansky.
Left all-star almost had an interception there.
Just off the fingertips. It is kind of unfortunate that he is like the camera is so close.
Finds Bofanda or an offense on schedule. He knows to take what the defense.
I think I've got what I need of him now.
But he's not afraid to launch a deep either.
I thought I might need another game, but I've seen him in coverage a couple times.
Rolls out
I think I know what he is. I'll finish
They
off this
might-
game.
Excuse me. It is 3rd and 9.
And then I want to watch Lewis Burgess, I think.
Isaiah Weed finds his
Then I
man.
said defensive. I'll find another defensive guy.
Again, who's refusing to go. Isaiah Weed. They were.
And then we'll have our nailed on, maybe nailed on. Defensive, great fucking hit, Poznansky. Defensive rookie of the year. And we can take into consideration maybe the next time about offensive, depends. We might just do them in one episode. Because I also want to do this for like a few, I want to do this for like homegrown of the year as well. Watch some Lewis Geyer tape. Let's have a look now. Is he on hill here, man coverage? On the slot? See, I'm not sure if he's in man here or zone. But more roundness on the trigger, on the brakes. Right there. A lot of roundness. It's a big thing. We write that down again. Roundness on cuts.
Defense playing pretty conservative right now, playing off the ball, giving.
I agree, Alex.
As we
Very off the ball, very conservative.
time ever. We get to 10. Weed drops back. Launches.
This is getting picked apart. Another out route. Another out route. Should do a graph of just how many out routes they ran in the second half of this game.
1st and 10 now.
Oh yeah, there's a home run play. And how the fuck
In the play.
the quarterback calls an audible to this. And the defense doesn't go, oh, he's going deep. It's home run. This has to be a big play.
Drops back. Throws it deep.
Is that Bofender? It was our
Changing the
boy.
play.
It was our boy, but how come it was him? Because Frolik, he's on the outside here at number 10. I need to move myself. Frolik is down here. So why does Enrico end up on this guy?
Drops back.
Are they playing a cover 2? It's kind of hard to tell.
Back. Throws it deep. And it's caught. Ben Fröhlich.
But Frolik
Centurions.
makes the play. That was a dime. You are right.
Isaiah Weed and the Centurions come
That
back.
was a dime. But why is he on that?
Try this one.
Is that his fault that he wasn't fast enough to get to the player?
Ben Fröhlich in the end zone for a touchdown.
I don't think we're going to get an angle, but here just doesn't get the ball out. I mean, it is a dime. It's a great catch. I don't think we're going to get a second angle, but it looked like they were.
Amazing.
Doesn't show. I cannot yet. So
This game turning
30 fucking 7. 30 fucking 7.
and keeping this game, keeping their head in the game and coming back.
And then they missed the PAT. How crazy is that?
In his veins,
But the commentator,
and
Alex,
Apple
didn't realise.
hits the extra point with some amazing rec specs on. Apple hits it,
He thought he hit it.
and the Centurions take the lead 38 to
Did
37
not. Then we went to overtime.
in Südstadion Cologne. Wow.
I need to go to like, there we go.
All there.
First overtime game of like the year. I think it was the first one. I think we even had one last year. It was what, 2022?
So 1st and 10 for the Cologne Centurions in overtime.
Before you ask, college rules.
Isaiah Weed, play action. Finds Carlos Hill in
Guess
the
who?
flat, who picks up the 1st down and more out at the 12-yard
Guess who?
Carlos Hill having a monster day.
He really was so good in this game.
Probably converted 7 or 8 clutch 3rd downs. Just having a fantastic day from the wide receiver spot. 1st and 10 for Cologne.
Takes him a while to read that run still. I've said that a few times, but it's just on my mind.
Weed on play action.
And another dime.
Touches it. Caught for a touchdown.
Another dime. That was a really good pass.
Touchdown Centurions.
And that's all she wrote for this one.
Centurions are on fire. They score first in
Because we don't care about
An
Frankfurt.
amazing catch there from the homegrown receiver himself, Yannick Lux.
Right. I think I've got enough on Enrico. Let me write down his notes actually in this document. And then I'll also put him on my big board. Right, Enrico. Actually, you know what? Let me just transfer him over to my big board because my big board doesn't look like this. Oh, here he is. Germany. Second edition, possibly of Spain. Safety. 25. Frankfurt Galaxy. Last season, I don't know where he was at. 21. 6'2". 194. Put him on my main board, because he is main board worthy. What game we watch? Frankfurt versus Hamburg. Week 10, 2024. Frankfurt v Cologne, week 11, 2024. Alright, pros. Length. Great frame. Decent makeup speed. Round corners. Doesn't have any footwork on brakes. Excellent. And I probably have him as like a 275, not 37, 275 with LA. Pretty good. He's pretty good. He's currently number 1 for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Who else is possible for Defensive Rookie of the Year? Let me just like highlight a few of them just so I know who to look at. Oh, this could be annoying. Again, I won't need to look at all of these guys, but I will take a look at some of them. Because some of them would have barely played in the games that they were allocated. They might have been on special teams only, or just dressed. Maybe you got one or two snaps in garbage time. But I'll just highlight the defensive. Just to make it that, of course they could. None of them could be fucking together, could they? All of them had to be separate. I think I'm missing anyone there. Yeah, we all good, we all good, we all good. Put him in there too. Right. So, I need to look at Mateo. Let me put this as a split screen. Let's see how Mateo did. Oh, Matteo. I should have meant Matteo. How much did he actually play in these games? So Raiders, he was there. He started in the game. What game did he start in? I kind of want to see that one. Just to check in. It looks like he may have started in week 8. What number does he wear? 27. Let me just check in, see if he played in week 8. Just for full. I know he's not got the stats of Enrico. I think we're going to struggle to find anyone who competes with Enrico. We got to be vigilant. Because what is a scout who does not enjoy it, who does not go through all the avenues? Right, what is a surge? 27 he wears. You can see this like resume is like every game. Alright. Because they have, the Raiders traditionally have Devon Taylor, Garrick. Was he at safety? That's 35, and because then he started in one of these games. Did he start in this game? Wait, they get a defensive touchdown. How'd I get 6 points?
Oh, looked like Harry was a little excited, and then he throws the ball, turning away from it. Luck.
Did he start this game? I doubt he started this game. He's not on the field here. What was his best statistical game? He did play. It's going to be a challenge to find him, I think.
National team with quite a few. Up the middle, but
I need to see him on the sidelines.
different number. Hennessy, second down.
Which it would be surprising if they played him because they do have Meyerhofer as well, which I believe is here, who is a very, very good defensive back also. And you have Garrick, who's like a big, big DB. I'm not a fan of what Garrick brings for this Raiders team. I don't think he's fast enough to be a number 1 corner, or like number 2 corner. Meyerhofer is actually a player I do kind of want to do an eval on. As I believe he's... Do I see 20? Yes, I do see 27. Did I see 27 there? I fucking found him. So where the fuck is he? Here he is. Here he is. I've just confirmed by seeing his number. He's big. Yeah, so that's definitely him. Let me write that down. But how come he's playing in this game? Right, so it's 27, Matteo, Biglarian? If only we had Ricardo, he could tell us. But he's not here. If you are here, Ricardo, please do tell. So he's wearing long black socks, black gloves. He has white wrist tape on. What else he got? That's pretty much everything discernible. Discernible? No, fucking hell. Discernible? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go with that. But I'm a little bit confused of why he's on the fucking field. Because he's not played very much all season. We're watching just a tiny bit of Matteo. Just to be vigilant. A DB for the Raiders. He hasn't really played. He played a tiny bit in this game. And I don't want to skip over that. But it looks like he very, very rarely came in. I don't have a crazy amount of numbers. But I want to touch base. Just to see when he is on. But I think it's literally like a couple of plays. He does have a few tackles in this game. His name is Matteo. Fucking hell, you'd think I'd be able to say that, considering it's mostly my name. Matteo Biglarian. But he's not coming on. There are so many players I want to do evals on. Even on this team. Meyerhofer I want to do an evaluation on. Devon Taylor I want to do an evaluation on. Bernard Grube, wherever he is, I think he's here. I want to do an evaluation on. There are a ton. I don't think, realistically, right, here he is again. I mean, to be fair, like, I know it's like, what, milliseconds of tape. But he looks alright. Looks pretty stocky. Definitely coming in as more of like a option player. But I don't think we need to spend a amount of time on him that's too crazy. I've touched on him a little bit just to see what he does. He doesn't play a ton. I'm going to keep him. Should I? Yeah, I should probably just get rid of players. I'll get rid of Matteo. Sorry, Matteo. You're good. No. There we go. Right. Let's look at Eric Figueiredo. Important just to fully make sure, you know. Because you never know. Stats could be a little bit incorrect. How much has he played? I mean, you'll be able to tell us how much he played, Cadden. Played 9 games. Not very much action. Half a sack in week 1. Might check him out. But, again, I think we're really going to struggle with finding anyone that was as, you know, that's as obvious of a standout as him. But we will just have a look and see what he's about. Just to fully make sure.
European League of Football Championship.
God fucking
Where the
hell.
Rhine Fire hope to defend
Turn that one
its
down a
title.
little bit.
But
Oh, this is week
today
1.
It is, if you'd like to throw the term out.
Turn that down,
rebuild
man.
versus rebuild. It is the Helvetic.
This was actually a good game.
He was a quarterback.
But fuck me, that's a lie. Loud ass sound coming out of that mic.
He's a 25-year-old Gibbstown, New Jersey. Players. He opens
I enjoyed this game.
Barcelona. We'll get started right away.
This was a fun game. But I don't need the dragons, I need
Quick out pass here for
the mercs. Wait.
14 player.
No, bro.
Formerly sought after as a quarterback.
I mean, you'd shot me some money, I'll be able to do it for you.
Out of Spain.
Just saying, bro. You send your boy a few quid.
This season. Does Levi Lewis.
Merck's tape is like the worst thing in the world to watch, by the way. Because the amount of fucking times they play players out of position. I don't think I need to watch this game, actually, now that I think about it. I don't think I just waste too much time. And we can move on to some of the offensive rookies. Because, I don't think, you know, again, it's stats production. He's not starting D tackle. He's not played the second half of the year. Thought I wanted to do it like kind of 50, you know, get a little bit of tape on each one. But I think, honestly, it would just be better just to who's actually played. I don't want to waste too much time on just guys who have played a little bit rotation. Right, Eric. There's a lot of Barcelona Dragons on this one too, as you can probably imagine, because they had to get a lot of younger guys in after everything that happened. Yeah, he's played. He sent me over his tape. He's played a decent amount. We'll have a look. Damn. I think we got a player to watch. Eric Gracia Zapata. Alright. This guy could be signed. 20 years old, smaller. Right, let's write this down. And I also do want to compare it. He is slight. I'm not gonna lie. Jersey number is what number is he wearing? Doesn't actually have his number that I can see. Fucking hell. Yeah, Layla has played. He sent me over his tape. He actually got targeted a couple times too. Gabby and eligible. Gabby's too old. But this dude's eligible, so I will watch him. I think I should be. I'll have to ask Gabby. We'll watch this dude though. What games does he play? I'm guessing you know of Eric then. When did he get his pick? RT. Raiders. Damn. Alright. Let's watch Eric. Eric's intrigued me. You know what? I'm going to keep that tab open. I'm going to go through some of these guys and just get rid of some dudes. Just so it's not so daunting. But also I want to look at if Lele's got any registered stats. I know that Lele's played. I know that he starts on kickoff. I have seen him play. Because he's too old and it's close. I believe because he will turn 23 soon. I believe. Yeah, look, he's played 10 games. Couple tackles. I mean, to have played 10 games at year 11 is insane. He was at like UOB a couple years ago, so I'm super proud of how he's done. Fucking big up Gabby. Fuck yeah. Alright, so Eric's on our board. We are going to watch Eric. Let me just knock off a few more of these. Mustafa Hansman, I feel like he's played. I might be wrong. I am wrong. So we'll clear Mustafa off. Because again, I know D tackle's hard to kind of quantify. But stats matter in Rookie of the Year. One tackle is, it's too low. But Gabby is not technically eligible. It's a shame. I'm surprised he isn't. But he has been on like every kickoff. Alright, he's played only 4 tackles. I'm going to get him off the board too. No disrespect. We just want to narrow this down to a couple guys at the moment. Again, we got time. Like it's 6 o'clock? We'll be on stream for about 2 hours. Ain't not a big deal. I'm still going to be doing this anyway. I probably should have just done his last name actually, shouldn't I? Because I don't have the accent on my keyboard, I have to like figure out the easiest way to type out names. Again, no stats in 9 games. I'm going to remove him. Lombardi, great name for a football player. Kind of mad that you're called Lombardi and play in this game. Again, 0 stats, I need to worry. Let's get him off the board. We'll get back into the tape soon, I promise. Not played. Also 30? Oh, that's a different... different dude. Different dude. Let's just use this. This would be easier, wouldn't it? Yep, don't need it. Next dude. Let's just spam all the way through because I want to watch Eric. Eric seems like he could be interesting. Lorenzo, goodbye. 5 more. Decent. Some numbers. Not enough to warrant a viewer. Same thing. Decent numbers. Not blow me away. And then we'll get to Eric. I just want to get to Eric, to be funny. I ain't gonna lie. Because if I can sort out Defensive Rookie of the Year, then we good. It's a successful day if I can basically narrow down Defensive Rookie of the Year. I've kind of already narrowed that down to a top 2. And to have a Dragons player with Defensive Rookie of the Year is kind of mad. It's a shame though that people like Pablo Arrea are not eligible. Because I'm sorry, Khaled, even if you and Pablo were still eligible, that's still good. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still gonna give it to Pablo. Pablo had a hell of a year. Alright. Let's watch Eric. This week against the Raiders was the one we want to watch. Because you got a pick in that game, which Enrico didn't get. You can give your expertise on this one too, Khaled, because you know who he is. Oh, week 6. Wasn't that the game where you got fucked up? Maybe that's a bit rude of me. Also, Eric hasn't got a number next to his name. It is a shame. Let me see if he's on. Interesting. Damn, he played for Swarco? I mean, his weight is vast. Oh, no, don't worry. It's Kate. Yeah, don't worry. Talking shit. That's kind of mad that you played for Swarco, though. I didn't know that. He's played for Barbarena. Nice. There he is. I believe this is him. Not him. Not him. Oh, I want to look at his roster. Is he wearing number 6? Ah, fuck yes. ELF and PD. I fucking love you. I should have never doubt. Right. 0. He's wearing 0? As a rookie? Damn. Damn. Yeah, Pablo is a safety, but he is really good. He's one of the players I wrote about a few years ago. Alright, we want Raiders, football, not Barca. What a long ass drive.
Have turned the ball over on downs.
Right, they turned the ball over. Of course they did.
Just unable to get enough drive to move the ball.
I don't mind the rookie of the year rules.
On the
I
first
just think they need to be a bit more like open with them. Like this, these are the rules,
we get our first look
and lay it out.
QB1 wearing number 13, Cozy Perry. Fowler's,
Where is it? You wearing 14? Let me have a look. Is he still there? I should have checked that. Playing week 10. Where is he then? What number? Is he wearing 0? Because he ain't on. Maybe he just didn't start. Yeah, maybe he just didn't start.
in week number 15 of winning effort.
Hey, who's that?
On first down,
Who's that dude?
what can even happen? Puts the Raiders back deeper within their own territory. They'll snap it first and 15 from their own 7 or 8 yard line. Tobias Bonatti will pick
Should have
up.
contained the edge. I'm not gonna do that. I promise. I was. It's like I gotta say something snarky at the end of like every play. All right, so he is not playing every snap. I need to see where he is on the field.
Fellow by the name of Tim today.
Wearing 0.
On the
That's an unlucky matchup there, Cad.
One of the weekdays get Baber.
Yeah, tight end on you.
Defensive lineman off to his left-hand side. Perry.
Right. There he is. So you know he's got long white socks. Hashtag 0. Barca v Raiders week 6. Right, so he's got long white socks. Or leggings. Can't see his arms at the moment.
Four receivers if you include the tight end.
But I can skip to when he's not on the field. Don't need that. Alright, left arm sleeve.
Well, they shift things around and finally end up with a wide
And
receiver
black
spot
gloves.
here to the western side. Perry looked that way but came back to the far side and hooked up.
There we go.
to Darian Schaefer. There's 9. There's at last effort. Sideline first and 10 now for the Raiders. 3 receivers. Dial down off to.
Currently not you.
First and 10 now for the Raiders. 3 receivers bunched up to the left-hand side of the formation. Perry coming off the yard line. It's too off at
I mean, you would
ending up
Oh, there we go. You're moving over to the Platzcomer.
pass from Nkosi Perry.
This ain't CAD'd film study, though.
As they now look at a second
Good
attack.
coverage. Yeah,
Perry
can't complain. Can't complain.
thought twice about so he'd been
No complaints.
born in
Now you're on Philip.
you know. That's Cleveland if you don't know.
Zone coverage, so fair.
Where is he?
Eric ain't playing, man. Put Eric on. Because we have our 2 runners. We have our 2 runners for Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year will want to be one of these 2 guys. Probably, most likely. That's a good catch. Philip Hand is a good receiver. Most likely ain't Rico, because Garcia is not playing that much. On this first drive, at least. Where do you play more, Khaled? Safety or corner? I imagine safety. I think it said free safety on this thing.
again,
That run game is so hard to stop.
point of entry. Top 8 penalty against the Barcelona Dragons.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let me skip to like the second half. That's irresponsible scouting. But he ain't gonna be playing. Let me skip to like the second quarter because he's not starter. Let me go to here, see if he's playing yet. No, he's still on the sideline. We'll go to second half. Levi was disappointing, bro. I really thought Levi was going to be the shit, but he wasn't great. I mean, I had my problems with some of the signings that they made. Not all of them, and some of them proved me wrong. Like McCluskey, I didn't think he'd be great, and he was really good. He was a great blocker, probably the best blocking tight end, maybe behind Mwamba. There he is.
Ball now resting on the 25-yard line for first snap of this offensive series for the Raiders. Their first of the second half.
He's smaller, like we established. Oh, okay. Let me go back just before the half then. I don't want to miss any of his games. If I can, I'll watch every snap of every player. Levi might have been better in HSW. That's not a bad call. I just kind of expected him to be better on all levels. Like, even when I understand he wasn't on a very good team. But, like, he didn't really... Like, Mangle is not on a good team. Respectfully to the Enthroners. Of course. But he's doing pretty fucking well. Could I argue that they're better than Barca? I would have liked to see that game.
Don't underestimate that crowd.
Yeah, I probably let my dog in. Actually, I think he's probably on his ones. Hold on, let me just open my door so my dog doesn't start crying at the door.
Man, did they come to life on that last drive of the ball game 2 weeks ago against the Munich Ravens. I'll bet the Raiders.
Because that would be kind of awkward, wouldn't it? Right, he's not on this one. Skip ahead here. Oh, who's that dude there? Not getting the pit. Oh shit, he caught that. Hold on. Fucking hell. What happened here then? No pressure. But still, in Kersey, with zero pressure, it's like... Hold on, I'm in the way. Look! But yeah, he fucking still leaves the pocket. I don't really know why. Yes, Khaled would make my Olympic team because Khaled's a man-to-man corner. Don't talk to Khaled about zone coverage. That's why I think it was a bad fit in Barca. One of many reasons. Like, he did fine in Barca. He was good. But, like, obviously he would have been better in a man system. Nice grab. We've also narrowed it down to 2, by the way. Jamal. We've got basically defensive player of the year, defensive rookie of the year, now down to 2. We're currently looking at Eric Gracia, who plays for guess who? The Dragons. But he is not a regular starter. He's played bit part. He has not played a ton. He's not played at all in the game so far. Oh, there he is. 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 He's there. Eric's sighting. Let me follow Eric too. It's kind of rude for me to not follow Eric.
To the covering official who's not buying it, whatever it is that Philip Hahn is selling.
There he is.
Certainly had plenty of cushion and indeed.
There we go. Oh, everyone I watch on this one follow. Because I feel like I'm kind of using them for content. I'm doing my job. But like I'm definitely benefiting from it. Here he is again. I'm kind of in the way. Let me move myself.
Raiders T-roll taking Ike. He's repropping. Placed by something else.
So yeah, Fugema, this
2nd and
dude.
10, fresh off a sideline chat. Perry will have to scramble. Going out to the visitor sideline. He'll full time scored out of. Oh, it's a 3rd and 8. Sorry.
Let's see what he does with that ball. I mean, he's at his fucking tag is ball hawk. Here he comes.
As the ball is slung into the end zone.
Incomplete.
3rd and 8.
But I don't think he played the best angle there if he's playing safety.
As the ball is slung into the end zone.
Not a great angle. Not a great angle. That's just shaving dropping balls, man. Wait, what? Oh, they're going for a field goal. I thought that was a PAT. I was so confused. We don't need to watch Dragons offense because I don't fancy torturing myself. Except for him. He's also a Rookie of the Year candidate. He might even win it. Cab is a monster.
Interestingly enough, also made his way over the United States to play college football. He played enough time in the great state of Michigan, and there's enough Middle Eastern influence.
Alright, let's
Great
just
food,
skip over all this.
And hardly got that far from
There we go. For some reason, the scoreboard has disappeared.
John. All right. We'll put up a clock. That's another forget you, John. Perry. Sling. Yep.
Okay, he's back off again now.
Everybody deep upfield. From Brock, John South Bend. Last 5 seconds of the ball game. Perry will chuck it up for grabs.
Alright, there's our boy.
Intercepted.
I mean,
Chuck it up for grabs.
maybe not the best ball carrier vision. Good so far. Question, chat, with a few people here, and maybe the people after the stream has ended. Do you A, go on the outside into all this space? B, maybe try and cut back across here? Or C, try and jump over the fucking pile of people? You try and jump over the pile of people, of course. Interesting call. But a very good play. Yeah, he's huge. He's huge. He's 20, I believe. He will be one of the people we watch. Right, here we go. We got to replay the actual stuff. That's what we want.
On that play, and I promise you the rest of the Notre Dame story after the halftime festivities. But for now,
Good high point. Real good high point, actually, to get over Chafin. Who is a good high point receiver. That's nice. Fuck yeah, look at him go. Good fucking work, Eric. Jump over that pile, why not? Shout out Jai.
another crew with
Alright, that was the end of the half.
score of 10-0 in favor of the home team from Innsbruck, the Raiders T-Roll.
There we go.
Whatever the case may be, 15 minutes.
Alright, so I'm put the high point in.
And that will be timed by the good people at Citizen Watches.
Because he clearly shows he knows how to do it.
Citizen Watches, not only a sponsor, but also the provider of
But he has that small frame.
prizes last season. I'll tell you what, I saw those clocks that the MVPs walked out of the VIP.
He's 155 apparently, so he is
Those were some very
a smaller dude.
substantial watches on the wrists of the MVPs last season.
And at safety, that's going to be an issue. At corner, it's not great.
Taylor, who's the
You can kind of hide it a little bit more. At safety, not so much.
first drive of the second half. Perry
And he's starting in the second half.
behind him as the single setback. Bonatti
But then again, though, hold the fucking phone. That's a real good fucking tackle. That might be better tackle than we've seen from Enrico. He took on Tobias Bonatti. You can see the size difference just on screen now. I'll move myself again. Here is Eric. Here is Tobias.
of the second half. Perry has Bonatti behind him as the single setback. Bonatti
That's a real good fucking job.
trucks the
I'm not calling that a truck. I don't like it when people say that like falling forward is a truck. No, it's fucking not. A truck is like hitting someone off of you and carry on moving. That's a good tackle. Did Tobias still have forward momentum? Absolutely. He's about 50 pounds heavier. Honestly, he might be 70 pounds heavier. I want to quickly check. It's fine. I'll be fine. So, yeah, Eric is currently 154. Please don't tell me that's done that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on. And that's a real, like, I could just find a game again and resume from where we left off, but it's still very annoying.
Bonatti is free out to the 50 and he
That is 209 pounds. So he is a solid 60 pounds heavier. And he tackled him pretty well. I mean, he does have good tackle numbers all across the board, including a good couple of solo tackles. Damn, man. I'm actually impressed that he made that. I really didn't think that he'd make that. Genuinely, that was a better tackle than Enrico put in. And Enrico was facing a not as good running back.
trucks
And a less physical running back.
the defensive back.
Interesting.
For some additional yards to put the ball well with not enough time to replay as the Raiders go and hurry up offensively. Bonatti yet once again stopped behind the line and then wrapped up at the line.
I've written down he might be a player that gives his body to the play.
Time in the second half. And we'll get to give yet one. Lines up behind center. Bonatti behind him. He'll get to give yet once again. Bonatti picking his way.
I fuck with it. I really do. That's actually got me kind of gassed.
For the Dragons. Stop on Bonatti. A little bit of a play fake and Weber.
He covers movement pretty well too. Like he's clearly got some
Ball well
speed to him.
It's going to be a 3rd and 1 for Perry.
Here it comes again.
Swat down to get the snap, but Bonatti is off to the race.
That one great. That one great. But to be fair, 1 person miss, 2 person miss, 3 person miss. So like, it ain't all on him, but that is a bad angle. Try to get foot.
Swat down to get the snap, but Bonatti is off to the races. Tobias Bonatti, touchdown Raiders.
I love this commentator so much. Wish I had half the energy of this commentator.
Low snap to Nicosi Perry. Other thing
What a
was
legend.
the blow, as it were, on the bench.
It's a closer game than I remembered it being. I know the Munich one was a ass kicking. That's what I was thinking.
5-yard line for the first snap of this offensive series for the Raiders. Their first of the second.
I'm impressed so far by Eric. Obviously, I still need to see quite a lot more of him. But just that tackle alone has given me hope. There we go again. He's involved with that one. Again, he kind of just bounced off of him a little bit when he did come down. But he was involved. He got in the mixer, which I can appreciate. Oh, here we go. See, you had to see the speed because he's on Khaled. So you're on Chafin. Ball comes up. Good coverage. Nicely done. Oh, are you just a nice dude, Khaled? Are you just a nice guy? Yeah, I think you're right. I think he started the... I will watch him start again. Now he's basically playing the second half. I will watch the second half of this one. And I'll watch his next game.
Under 9 minutes now in the third quarter. Second and 15 after the false start.
Again, involved. I think he kind of struggled to get off the block there because he's naturally going to. Do it back though. So, because I need to have the shortlist done pretty soon for like all the awards. Let me have a look at the awards I've actually got to do.
First down, Raiders going back to what gets them here. They're sticking with the running game.
Because I have the list of awards I've got to decide on.
Bonatti, tackled by a host of Dragons with Alex Posito leading the charge.
Okay.
Speaking of charge, just say charge it and head to...
I have 11 awards.
Football
I have 11 awards. Okay, I can definitely get a few of these, like just off the dome, like assistant coach of the year and stuff.
Well, speaking of fashionable, there's Mr. Adrian Potsdamer.
There's our guy again. So he back pedals, reads, obviously it is a run, it was a reverse, so he then reads it again, comes downfield, shows that speed, gets low and tackles Platzkammer, who's also not an easy dude to tackle. And then defensive rookie of the year. I'm leaning still because he's played more. Enrico.
Barcelona Dragons door just outside the 20. Bonatti punches the ball deeper into.
I just gotta type it out so I don't forget. I'm just actually sending it to the league. But I'm gonna put Eric on my board.
Not so fast that you don't have enough time to jump online and look for tickets at Ticketmaster.com and any one of the local venues for local teams everywhere on the Ticketmaster.
And I need to look at offensive rookie of the year.
The way the Raiders are playing, you got to start thinking, hey, playoffs, final, ball into the end zone. Bonatti just misjudged it. Oh, got to stick to your route, Toby.
There we go.
Easier for me to say that in the warm confines of the press box.
I think to be fair, like Spiller is going to be rookie of the year, right? Makes sense. Still needs to look at offensive rookie of the year, but I seriously doubt anyone's going to be able to get near him. He's kind of just locked in. Maybe I shouldn't be locking in players. But he is definitely the guy that I would lock in.
Donati would have been right under that Perry Nicosi pass. And as it is, it's third and they call it 8. Let's say 9. And be
And of course, everyone knows my MVP.
Let's
Need to look at Homegrown Player of the Year. If there's anyone that has any like suggestions for Man of the Year,
Raiders shoot themselves
and there's quite a lot of doctors in this league, so I think one of them should probably get it.
a false start penalty. We're waiting. We're gonna have
But I gotta put in all my official like asks, I
trick
guess.
play, which is gonna be blown dead. Well, they lined up and started
Offensive Player of the Year is a weird
a
one.
little bit bamboozled.
I find
Lined up in that scrum formation,
Offense, number 64.
which makes no sense.
Penalty, third down.
because Surge and Vienna have not played a lot of people.
Trick play out of
Please connect the game clock to 6 minutes, 4 seconds. 6
it.
minutes, 4
False
seconds.
starting.
For so I actually do have an official vote this year.
Version of the Statue of Liberty.
The vote is done by coaches, people within the league. This year, they've added media members, including myself. So I do actually have a vote, which is fucking awesome.
The races before the gate is open.
For
Still a third.
offensive play, let me just pause the film stoke for a second. I just want to look at my condition for offense, because this is a Ward Scout, so I can do this, and I'm fine. That's my channel, do what I want. The offensive player of the year, I think, is really difficult one this year. MVP is Glenn. Like, I have no question that Glenn is my MVP this year. But then, offensive player of the year is usually like the second best. Sullivan's been too inconsistent. Chad's playing shit teams, and he could be in line for it. Duncan, I don't think, has done enough. Ben Holmes has never played a good team. Zach could be, but he's made a lot of mistakes when it comes to the clutch moments. Riley has barely played half the year because he hasn't had to. Jadrian started really slow. And then we're just kind of going to guys I don't think would be massively considered. Is it crazy to go for Reese Horn? Then again, I said something about Holmes. He's not played anyone. Spiller is definitely offensive, like definitely rookie of the year. Like fucking hell, he's 4th in the league with those numbers. Insane. Yeah, bro, I have a vote. What do you mean, no way I have a vote? I'm like one of the most knowledgeable people in the world. I think I deserve a vote. What are you saying? You don't think I deserve a vote? Might be Zach. Zach's had to play a lot of really good people. And Zach also has been really good rushing the ball. And also, I just want to point this out. Completion has gone up every year that he's been in the league. Which is pretty fucking cool. Interceptions. He's on a career low of interceptions. Touchdowns, not on a career high, but like he could definitely eclipse this number. I don't think it's crazy to suggest that he is offensive. I mean, he's got a season high on his rushing. He's got 6 touchdowns. He's fumbled the ball a hell of a lot less than last year. But then also the pick against Ryan and the fumbles. But then again, like that's a few mistakes that every quarterback has, and he's played a fucking gauntlet. Because if you look at the games he's played against, Hamburg, meh, fair enough. Galaxy, that's when they were good. Rhine, Cologne, which, you know, fair. Hamburg, not great. Berlin, good team. Madrid, good team. Rye, good team. Berlin, good team. And he's had 6 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, 3, 4, just from passing. And then rushing, 2 more. There's a couple 1 games, 140 yards there against Berlin. You know what? I think I might vote Edwards from offensive player of the year. I'm gonna send that off. Just a couple of them. So I've got at least a few of them down. I think my MVP's down. So currently, what I've got my assistant coaches down. I think it should be the Vienna DC or the Madrid OC. I got defensive rookie of the year. It should be Enrico or Eric. I'm leaning towards Enrico. I'll watch the second game now before I fully send off, but I've got like both of them on it. Rookie of the year is Milan Spiller. MVP is Glenn. Coach of the year is the head coach of Madrid, I think. Defensive player of the year is Carl Kitchens. But like that could either go anywhere as well, because like this fucking year for defensive players has been pretty mad. Kind of ASAP, to be honest. Like they need to start getting some of this stuff in. Like, because I know what I'm doing, I can kind of vote early. But they'll have all these players on the list, and they'll go through them, and some other people will go through them and make their votes towards the end of the year. But we've got, what, 2 weeks left of the regular season, so it makes sense just to start getting them in now. But, like, defense this year, like, fucking hell, Carl Kitchens. 7.5 sacks from Jabari, like, he's been so good. But, like, Kitchens is my defensive player of the year, and he's going to win. Like, he's upped his sacks. His own record, he's probably going to beat his own record this year. You would expect him to. He's also only 28, like, crazy. I forget that he's only 28. He's been in this league for 4 years. Mental. So he's by far my defensive player of the year. Like, you could go for Fettig. I think that's a really valid choice. I love Fettig. I think he's an amazing player. See, I don't know, man. Anything can happen. I can't make any comment on signings. We could sign the whole world. Shit, you could join Yui. I'm intrigued to see you said that, because, like, that generally isn't official. Like, I'm being real. If it was, I'd be a bit like... But, like, I'm also in the camp of... I do not believe a player is going to join any team until I physically see them there. I've had a lot of instances, not at Yui, but like in general, of like, oh yeah, we're going to get this guy. I'm like, oh yeah. And then like a week later, oh, we didn't get him. Who else is? Raheem, honestly. He has a shout for it. Bijan, maybe. Chandler Jones could have before he got hurt. He was so good. Now, there's a lot of argument also for AJ, because he got 120 tackles, 3.5 sacks, an interception, breakups, block kick, fumble recoveries. He's just been a fucking monster. Well, it's National League this year, so week 1, I believe, is UE versus Nottingham. Which is kind of cool. I like that. But the bad thing is about winning every week, and it sounds like such a fucking thing to say, is it does get it does get a little bit boring. Like, winning every game, it does get a little bit boring. I would like the other teams to also get competitive. It's not like they can't, though. Like, the teams absolutely could. It's just they don't. Like, if Yui can do it, then everyone can do it. It's not like Nottingham don't have the fucking money. That was close then, Khaled. I saw that. That was close. Right. I'll actually see... You don't think Yui going to win this year? You don't think Yui going to win? Really? I'm after my 3-peat ring, man. I've got 2 rings. The team has a 3-peat, but I don't have a 3-peat. That's if I'm there this year. I most likely am, but you never know. I might get a call from Europe. Someone might drop in, see me streaming, offer me a contract on the spot. Fucking hell, the Dragons had the ball forever. Or is that just the thing that's broken? I think the thing's just broken. I want to watch him actually start a game now. I disagree with that because Ivy League. We have a bunch of Ivy League guys. We had KK. We had who was from Penn. We had CJ, who's from Princeton. We had Alex, who was from Harvard. Nottingham could go after Ivy League guys. 100%. You are right. Like, it's harder to recruit for Nottingham, but it's certainly not impossible. Like, they could go after Ivy League guys. I have zero doubt. Right, also, where is Eric's last game? Week 10. Sup, Ricardo? Good to see you again. Yeah, so that's what they've done then, isn't it? That's what they've done then, isn't it, man? It's going to be, I think it'll be a more competitive year than last year. I hope it's a more competitive year. Of course, everyone wants it to be a more competitive year. There you go. You can be my my elite candidate. There you go. Right, we need Serge to have the ball, and then you can tell me all about it. And also, like, Jason Scott hasn't made a ton of friends. That's also a thing. Some people really like Jason Scott. Some people don't really like Jason Scott. That is just a fact of life. Was that Eric again? This looks like Eric. Kind of. Whoop. Not the best. Not the best. Not the best. The audacity to have a fucking former Nottingham player as our flag bearer would be that'd be absolute scenes. I generally think Jason Scott would lose his fucking mind. That's if, of course, we get to the final with him. I don't think we're gonna do that for like a week 1. No, this is week 10, so I think you were gone by week 10, right? This is the week just a couple of years ago. To be fair though, Miles, like, Nottingham, it's just shafted a lot of people. But the opinion on Nottingham is very split. It really depends on who you are. Some people in the GB system love it. Oh, nice play. Some people who, like, I'm not mad that I wasn't reached out to scout for GB by Jason Scott, but I ain't happy about it. We are currently looking at Eric Gracia. He's the safety right here. right behind here for the Barcelona Dragons. We're just catching up fully to make sure he's not blowing us all. He's doing well. He's doing well. He's probably second place for Defensive Rookie of the Year. We've got our first place, most likely. Actually, yeah, we got our first place. Our first place currently is Enrico Changonya, who is from Frankfurt, starting safety for Frankfurt. And I got a message request from someone trying to make uniforms. Of course I do. UK ball is too divided. Because it's such a difficult one. I made that London Monarchs video. I have it. Let me pause this real quick. Let me just get this up. So I made the London Monarchs video. I just never edited it. So I got all these. So me talking about the DBs for 5 minutes. Me talking about the DBs for another 5 minutes. D-line, import rules, intro video, main coaches, positional coaches. I talked about all of it. I got all the audio, because obviously, of course, my stuff was filmed on my phone, and then I had audio stuff. That's why if you recognize it, it's me talking about Khaled, and me talking about Pedro was from that. I got all the graphics. This is just a couple of this, isn't all of them. I had all the graphics, I had the whole of this. I mean, you can see when I recorded it months ago. Where's it done that? I recorded it ages ago, but I just never put it out because I was watching it. It was boring. It was very boring. But then also, I like sent my roster to a few people, and they were like, "Yeah, you shouldn't have that guy in it because of this and this and this." Or, "Oh, I didn't think this guy's very..." Like, the people were just on my fucking ass. Alright, let me show that. Yeah, Ricardo, I probably will be doing this most days. Obviously, I'll be streaming tomorrow for the games. Do I have the DB one? Yeah, I got the DB one. Pretty much. It was just like I wasn't really enjoying talking about it. Like I was enjoying talking about it, but like the amount of film study you need to do, and I was talking a little bit about all of them, and it became quite repetitive. I was watching it back and I was like, this is fucking boring, man. I appreciate it. I might even do this in the morning just to warm up my voice. Because the games don't start till later, so I might do my MVP stuff or Homegrown Player of the Year. I might do Homegrown Player of the Year. And then create like a little short list for that. But this was who I was going to go for all of the for all the DBs in the UK. But it was just, yeah, like people in that I sent it to were like, you know, kind of got annoying, so I just kind of lost interest in it. Maybe one day I'll put it out, or I'll like edit it again, or do it as like this basically. I'm not sure, but it would have been good. And I had a ton of it, especially like the offensive line, fucking stacked. Right, let me just finish off watching this tape. It's been like 3 hours. I've got most of the stuff done, but to be fair, Khaled, I've known you for a few years. You will just fucking disappear like a little while. I don't know you like as much as Miles does, but still. I mean, to be fair, me and Miles have practiced together. Right, why am I watching Dragons? I need to watch Dragons.
Maybe a loss of 1 yard.
Long drive ends immediately in pick. So feels so bad for the Dragons, man. Not good. Not good.
And of the two, Kanda, 6-0, their lead at the 20-yard line.
I think I kind of have decided on Enrico. I don't know why that. I think that might just be part of the thing. Let's wait for it to get back to normal. There you go. I think Enrico does have the better numbers. He's also starting on a better team. So I like Eric again, you know, no disrespect.
Big guys on the outside and try and block the edges effectively. They certainly did there.
Should come a Yui, bro.
Quick screen. Pass is caught by Yannick Maya.
Why not? Just come Yui in it.
To the 49-yard line.
Fuck it.
Is eligible.
There's a handoff.
Just vibes.
Brings in an additional offensive lineman.
Oh wait, that was Eric that got the tackle on that.
They did there. First and 10.
I don't know why it's showing that angle. There we go. But Eric actually nice through the middle makes a real good tackle again on Yannick.
To the 49-yard line.
He is a better tackler than Enrico.
First down.
Number 52 reported as eligible.
Honestly, if he played a little, like if he started a couple more games, I could see myself giving him the edge. Like, that's a good tackle. He wraps up real well.
Offensive lineman.
It's a real good job.
There's a handoff.
Quite relaxed in his breakdown.
So runs to the outside. It's the same thing again. They're
I do like him.
putting a lot of beef to one side. Guy who's
I do like him. I just think Enrico's better.
big side. Here it came to the ELF.
The tackling is definitely there. Why is it skipping so much? The camera keeps like flipping back and forth.
Next handoff. This time
Yeah,
it
I
is
think he's my guy.
Juvenile. Right to the right.
I should probably make like a graphic, shouldn't I?
4 or 5 yards.
Of like my actual picks. But tomorrow I think I might do offensive player of the year.
Attacking the edges and the edges
Depends.
on the right side on this drive.
You know what I'll do? I'll start knocking off some of the offensive player of the year ones. Just so we have more of a look of the potential players we could look at. Obviously Spitter is the main dude. Kind of hard to really argue with that at this point. But I would like to get some of these dudes on or off of the board. People like Lewis, I need to watch. Spiller, I think, is kind of... He is already offensive, like, rookie of the year. I'm going to put that there. And then defensive rookie of the year. And Eric will be up here in, like, second place. I'll do that one too. But he's definitely there. I need to watch some of these guys. It's just going to be hard with offensive line because they say, you know, they don't have numbers. Let's get Emil. Let's have a look at Emil's stats real quick. I don't think that's enough to win a rookie of the year nod. Someone take Emil off. Why invest me to say that in chat, man? It would be fine. Alright, we put Hugo. Garcia Munoz. Oh, he's offensive line too. Okay, tight end Simon Hugger. I mean, you could have signed somewhere, Khaled. I'm sure of it. You're telling me you didn't have offers when you left Barca? I'd be very surprised if you didn't. Right, you didn't get any catches. I'm going to take him off. If you didn't have any offers, I'd be really surprised. And once I've just narrowed this down, I will probably... Well, I will end stream there. Just so we have an idea of what we'll be doing tomorrow morning. 3 catches, 26 yards. We'll take him off too. Because tomorrow morning I'm going to have some offensive linemen to watch. Quite a lot of them. By the looks of it. I am actually massively favouring Burgess though. An offensive rookie of the year going to an offensive lineman would be pretty different. Or Cab. Actually, it might be Cab. it's probably going to be Cab. Unless I find that someone that's put reasonable numbers up as a skill position player. It might be a bit of a battle, you know. And generally it could be pretty interesting. Because most of the... Okay, he's a guard too. I need to keep checking that. Yeah, I think it actually could be real close. That's not what I want. I don't know why I've stopped doing this. This would have been a lot easier. Yeah, hasn't played. It's played 6 games, but not enough consistency. So I can imagine who they would have made space for you with. You are definitely better than the person I imagine they would have swapped out. In my opinion. I think it would have been an improvement. But obviously you got uni and stuff to do, so it kind of makes sense you couldn't go over there. But it would have been an interesting fit, right? Right about with -7 yards, yeah. Yeah, I don't think that would qualify for Rookie of the Year numbers. Personally. Oh shit. They exposed all my messages and that would have been fucking awkward. And once we finish this one off, fucking hell. Typical. Typical. We got like 5, 6 more. To be honest, I think all of these guys I could probably get rid of. Because I kind of know I want to narrow it down to 2 in particular. I do still have them if I need them. But I think, realistically, it's going to be between Cab and Lewis, rather. So these are my guys that I need to watch. These 2. Because Cab's now... oh shit, they're both in fucking Madrid too. So I can watch them at the same time. That makes it a lot easier. I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, Orlando could be Rookie of the Year. As far as I'm aware. There really isn't another guy, honestly. Like, we've narrowed it down obviously quite a lot. From where we started. With just guys that have not really... That's like 6 games or more. And even in the ones that like have played 6 games, a lot of them are linemen. Or just like players that haven't really touched the ball. Like, I think it's kind of got to be an offensive lineman. I mean, I don't see why they can't. I kind of feel like it has to be. There really isn't many other players. It's kind of a low. It's not like, I don't mean to be horrible. It's a lower quality of rookie class than last year. The overall league is stronger than stronger this year than it was last year. But rookie class for skill position is not as good. Oscar for the Raiders. Let me have a look. This is all of them. Oh, you mean Oscar Stromstead? I doubt it. I don't think he is. He definitely isn't, but I think he's too old. Yeah, he's 24. Too old. He's too old. Yeah. That's Stromstead. He's too old for that. You have to be like 22 or 21. You have to be older. It's U23, and if you turn 23 before the championship game, then you're not eligible, basically. I think this dude's going to win it, or Burgess. I favour Cab, because generally, I know he's not played a ton of games, but he probably will finish off for, he's playing at Madrid at the moment. Obviously, he's in Dragon's gear, but I'm pretty sure he suited up for Madrid in the last couple of games. It says 6, but I'm like positive I've seen him. Let me have a look in the Wikipedia. Because I'm like 99% positive he's there. Yeah, there he is, 79. So it says 6, but it isn't. He has moved over. Qualify rookie of the year has to be 22 or under, or 23 and under, but again before championship game. And I don't see any reason why an offensive lineman can't win it. I don't think it's not a skill position award. In my opinion, I think an offensive lineman should be allowed to win it. But I will get into both of their tape and give them a proper watch. Spiller is kind of just obvious. Enrico and Eric are quite close, but I think Enrico just edges it for just being a bit, better. less consistent, not as good of a tackler probably. But more athletic. Has started on a better team. It's kind of easier. What do you mean? How do I evaluate offensive linemen? I'll evaluate an offensive lineman for sure. I evaluate. Or you mean like rookie of the year wise? Rookie of the year wise would just be performance. In terms of actual like skills. It would be this. It would be these. It was performance. Rookie of the year ain't just a statistical thing. Like, it helps, but I don't think Rookie of the Year is a statistical thing. And if Cab's done that fucking well, has been one of the better offensive tackles. Obviously, I need to look into the tape. I know that he's good. I don't know if he's one of the best offensive tackles, but he's definitely one for the future. He's a killer. He'll be like one of Madrid's best tackles in a year. Maybe even now. I mean, he's starting at left tackle, I'm pretty sure. And he was good for Barcelona, but obviously it's Barcelona, so you kind of get a little bit heading. And then Lewis Burgess has had a good year. And he's got a brother, which I'm really surprised people didn't try and sign, Ben Burgess. Yeah, KB is fucking baller. I'll show you very briefly of just like a Madrid game. I do want to watch him tomorrow morning, because I've been streaming for like a while. Yes, he's in Madrid. He was in Barca to start the year, and then during the whole thing, he went to Madrid. Like, I think offensive linemen should absolutely be winning Offensive Rookie of the Year if they're that good. And he is that good. Let's go full game. This is the most recent. Pretty positive he played the most recent one. He'll be a boy. He might even be an E player if a team pays him well enough. I mean, just his fucking size alone. And that's not how you meant to. Where is he at? It says 79 on the.
Mid-season trade from
I
Ross
think he's playing this one. He might not have played in this one.
Panthers will be QB Chris helping.
He's definitely played in a couple of them. Maybe Paris. Because I know I've seen him. Because I was literally like, holy shit, they got him in. But only has like, well, that's Burgess first and foremost. Is he wearing 58? He might be wearing 58. That looks like him now. You know, Burgess is 56, but he's been there since early days. And I'm pretty sure that's Cab at left tackle. We just don't have the nameplate, obviously. But he's seriously good. Look at those feet, man. For a man that big, he's got decent feet. Like, he's fucking huge. And he ain't perfect, no doubt, but... Here's again. Yeah, I thought he was. But yeah, I'll get into that one, and I'll get into Burgess. Both of those probably tomorrow. I think probably tomorrow morning. Yeah, he's Spanish. He's a homegrown. I've known of him. I thought he was there last year. But obviously he wasn't. So I don't know where I saw him last year, because I've definitely have seen him before. Let me search him up. Where could I have seen him? I don't know why I did that. Ah. That makes sense. That makes sense. So he was on the Barcelona Dragons 2022. That's probably practice squad. If he's eligible still. And then also Rivas. And then Potsdam. That's how you know him. Then, yeah, that makes sense. Because I definitely remember watching him thinking, this guy's fucking good. It definitely was a Potsdam. Yes. I remember. It's all come flooding back to me now. It's all come flooding back to me. If I get a game pass for the weekend highlights, can I see the previous games to make my highlights? I don't know. I mean, you can go on the actual website. I don't know how much you can actually view on the website if you don't have the game pass. But like I'm not sure if you can see extended highlights or the game in 30. Like, can you see those ones? If you don't have, hold on. Who's that handsome fella? That's me. Those. I'm not sure if you can actually see those ones. You might only be able to see the short highlights if you're watching it on Game Pass. But honestly, you might be able to make like some kind of tape from it, like a little bit. I'll make myself bigger for my exit. Like, you might be able to make a little bit of tape from just the Game Pass highlight reels, maybe, if you're lucky. Might be kind of tough, but I mean, you can probably... Did you get any picks? You didn't, did you? I think you did. But I will look. I will look and then I will leave. Yeah, he didn't get interceptions. He got tackle for loss, 4 breakups. They might be on some of the highlights, but I think you're probably going to need to get the Game Pass, at least for those games. Or, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much going to... Unless you find someone else who, like, also wants to make a highlight reel, and then you go halves on Game Pass. I think that's probably your best bet. Either someone from Barcelona, someone like Jai. How much is the weekend pass? That's a good question. Have a look. I mean, I don't know. That's all that it says on the subscriptions. Obviously, I've got mine because I work for the league. Access to relives. That's pretty important. Oh, it might just be for week 12. It might just be for week 12. Yeah, it looks like that's just week 12. That's all just playoff games. I'm surprised, yeah, I'm surprised you didn't have Huddle. It'd be easier to have Huddle, right? What are Barcelona doing? Game days, €13, not bad. But can you buy all games if you use Game Day? I don't know. I swear you used to be at a thing. You used to be able to have like one team that you paid to watch. Like you could say, I only want to watch Barcelona games. I swear that used to be a thing. Man, Cab is such a baller. I can't wait to get into that tape tomorrow. It depends. It might have like... Huddle's expensive. I know of teams that don't pay their Huddle bills. Fucking hell, man. Barcelona was... So people say about like Barcelona being a league issue. That was just like the team. Like it wasn't the league, it was just Barcelona. Game day is still all games from a weekend. It's of that week though. It's like you buy the week 12 and then you get to watch all of week 12, but you can't watch anything prior to that. Fucking hell, man. You gotta get someone on the inside like Eric. Screen record all of it. That's what you gotta do. Not that easy. I guess I'll get one of the coaches to send you all the... They must have archives of the games. Like Barcelona must have archives. So you might maybe be able to like sweep it from someone. Just like, yeah, can you just send me the whole file? But yeah, I'll be on stream for like 3.5 hours. I'm going to call it here, guys. If you want to message me on Instagram or whatever, obviously feel free to do so. I'll be on tomorrow morning. I might get some Burgess tape and some Cab tape before the stream. What time are the games? We check the games. So the game starts at 2. So I might go on live at like 12. Yeah, is that 2? It's not very long to watch 4 games. Maybe I should just stream on Monday. And then Monday I've got ELF Live. I might do it tomorrow. I'll wake up early. I'll see what I can do, and then I might try and like get it wrapped up quite quickly. do it early, and then if people want to watch it back, they can. Yeah, I might be able to leave that for a few days. I'll see what happens. It should be fine. I should be able to just get that done, and then I've got games on Saturday I'll be streaming, games on Sunday I'll be streaming. Monday got ELF Live and my power rankings. Tuesday I normally do my how-tos, but I think I might stream on Tuesday, do the how-tos on Wednesday, stream on Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I got shit tons of like content ideas to do, and then during the off season I can do a lot of this. Even when I'm doing like evals of like Spiller, I will maybe like show that. But then also I need to have OBS open so I can like record the stuff that happens so I can clip it, unless I write that down and then do it afterwards. Anyway though, I'll see you all tomorrow anyway. Because it's Endurance versus Prague at 2 o'clock my time, 3 o'clock your time if you're in Germany or Central Europe. I will see you all tomorrow. Pleasure as always. It's been good. A little bit of film study breakdown's never a bad thing, especially when it's with people. And I would have been doing this anyway. And thank you all for supporting. Thank you, Miles. Thank you, Cadis. Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you, Jamal. Thank you, Alex. Everyone who streamed and came.